Alright, so like I said, welcome to another.
I salute with the group of grassroots, and it's true. Be deeper than your super maximum. Ask them. Insignificant feelings that quick to get their gas done. I'm dashing them individually, but simultaneously. It's these simultaneous actions that make it fun to be. Kind of zany when I feel it. I got a rugged palm.
Cause we live, dog. Seems to be that we are live, dog. We gotta play Sneed's stream from 2 a.m. last night. Strength and fitness coach Tyree Sneed. I'm also gathering graphics to put in the Sneed map. We are making a Sneed game, dog, where you play as Tyree Sneed. And then you play as someone meeting up with Tyree Sneed. And again, my mic fucked up. Seems like it's fine. Who cares?
Another wonderful episode of Batman Radio.
Another wonderful episode.
Alright, so like I said, welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. But yeah, man, like I said, we going full strength and fitness. I am the strength and fitness coach, right? And like I said, it's all about motivational speaking. It's all about motivating and being an inspiration to the public. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, like, come on, bro. We here to help, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I mean, again, do you own billions in equity? Because I do. Do you own bat caves? Because I do, indoor and outdoor. I got the whole infrastructure built already. Everything I do is real. Everybody know everything I do is real. Like I said, what's up? Like I said, you know, folks is really sleeping on me, man. Y'all funny, man. Folks was funny to think that they could ever stop me if you wanted to get real. Imagine. What? Yeah, like I said, that's how you already know what it is. You know what I mean? You already know that folks can't embrace and accept reality. You know what I mean? Like, that's hilarious, bro. You know what I mean? They having a hard time with reality over there. Because like I said, that's the only, you know, like, how would you ever think that anything gonna stop me? That's crazy, right, son? So yeah, like I said, now I'm not holding back no more. Now we going full strength and motivation, strength and fitness. I'm the strength and fitness coach, Tyree Sneed, right? Just like I'm the CEO of my own record label and all these companies that I keep an idea, right? And which happen to profit more and make more money than all y'all put together. That's the real truth and the fact. And whatever money y'all do make at your little 9-to-5s, y'all be throwing it away on your little rent and all these little bills and fake expenses and expenditures and a bunch of things that you don't need, right? Real talk. Tell me when I'm lying. So yeah, like I said, I built the whole infrastructure already. I got full access to buildings worth billions of dollars. You think that I'm not going to utilize that as Batman? Over seven bikes in inventory, all $200 to $300 plus each. Are you serious? A $1,300 bat cycle.
What's up,
Money
Sticky?
can fix all that stuff. I'm a genius.
What's up, Smuggy? Easy, Billy Joe. Yo, dog, I'm barely surviving in Matrixville, dog. How do I get out of the Matrix?
Yes. Like I said, I've already got everything moving. Everything is moving forward and everything's already been built. The entire infrastructure. We're talking from the financial aspect, the financial perspective on up, everything. I've built the empire already. This is what folks don't get. While y'all was sleeping on me, I was getting busy. You understand? I was working hard. See, I'm building an actual true legacy. You know the word legacy? None of you can ever use it. Nobody can ever use it, but I can because I'm building a legacy.
You ever heard the word legacy?
See the difference? A legacy goes along hand in hand with an empire. You want to build a legacy, you better have built an empire. You see the difference there? You folks don't know nothing about building no empire, bro. Hell, most of y'all, real talk, if you want to keep it real, I don't think that most of you could build a sandcastle if you want to keep it a thou, homie. And this is why I love them so much. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because like I said, that's the thing. Every time that folks be talking, I tell you, God bless me more. Every time that folks be talking, it just make me want to get up more and get stronger. That's what folks don't get. All you do is motivate me. See, I alchemize all that. Your weakness, I love it. I need it. Keep bringing that weakness, please. Keep bringing that fear-based nonsense, because I take it and I turn it into strength and discipline and determination, homeboy. Real talk. Y'all are funny. That's why I'm the coach and the inspiration. That's why people come to me for the answers. Why do they come to me for the answers? Because they need to be motivated. That's why being a motivational coach and speaker and a strength and fitness coach is so applicable and so necessary. You understand? This is not Coach Eli walking without a purpose. Boy.
What's up, Rich Baritone? That's me, dog.
Yeah. There was a whole lot of talking going on. What now? Are we gonna talk now? Come on, they awfully quiet now. You notice that? You notice how every time you capitalize and succeed and push the envelope further with your success, they kind of silent. They ain't got too much to say. Yeah, come on. Where's all the talking? Where's it at now, huh?
All right. So far for the textures for the Sneed map level game, I've got red wagon, van. I'm doing the red wagon textures right now, so I'm getting the grass, the dirt, the side of that van, the tarp, the shipping container. What other locations should I put in the Sneed map? I'm gonna do the playground. I'm gonna do his house. What other locations should I gather textures from?
Yeah, folks know about me, like I said. Yeah, so like I said, we up over $102 for that next check. I mean, folks can't compare to me. Are you serious? I think I'm at what? Like, here, give me 1 second. Let my audience keep laughing while I look at this real quick.
Let me look at my bank account. $3.
Yeah, I think in total I'm around like 509 and 16 cents or something, which is amazing. I ran the Batman project out my pocket this entire 3 years, made a living, you know, doing this. I mean, it's just been incredible, man. The whole journey's been incredible. I mean, I still enjoyed the journey, you know, to Kentucky. You know, I went through everything out there, you know what I mean? I was just out there and I had to figure it out. I put everything together. I got myself back. And man, trust me, that was nerve-wracking, bro. I remember I was sitting, y'all don't understand what it's like out there, bro. Like the bus station out there, there's nobody there, bro. And then you got folks so like, you know, walking back and forth in the street, you know, and it's a lot of, you know, homeless folks and they tripping and stuff. That's what was going on. And, you know, like, it was just crazy, man. The whole energy, you see them demons come around. Like, I could just see how, like, the devil was trying to prevent me from getting back, you know, home and traveling back to Texas. Like, you could literally see it, bro. And there was a whole bunch of mishaps and errors, and the bus was mad late, you know, to the point that I felt like they weren't coming. It was a whole thing, bro, and that was my only chance to get out of there. I had that one ticket, right, and that was it. And that ticket was almost $400, homie. So, I mean, like I said, people be talking about money.
Is Sunco, that's a gas station. I was gonna put probably 2 gas stations, Taco Bell. I guess I can do Walmart. And probably like a Dollar General, a food truck, a jewelry store. I'm trying to figure out how I can do frontage road without exceeding the limits of the engine. I think I can do it. But yeah, I'm trying to make it to where you can walk along frontage road to these different locations, and then you can go to Red Wagon Ministry. Basically, it's going to be like kind of a fast travel thing from different locations. That's how I'm going to try and do it, I think.
But every time you turn around, Tyree Sneed doing big money things. It don't matter how the money get produced, just as long as you making money and producing that money. And I came back with a brand new pair of sneakers that y'all was worried about and jelly of too. Remember that? You sound like a boss to me. I mean, all them other folks, they didn't have nowhere to go, and they was just having to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, they had their little kitchen over there, you know what I mean? Give you 3 meals a day. Like, it was cool. But that was the thing. I made friends while I was there. I talked to people. A lot of them people, some of them felt the way I felt about a lot of things. A lot of folks in that shelter, a lot of them were pretty smart, bro. There always is. That's what y'all don't get. This is part of being a man. That's what folks don't get. Homelessness is a you-know-what in this country. I mean, it's crazy. And it's because of that. It's because that's part of being a man in this country and in this world at this time. You know, we don't get no favors. We don't get no favors, bro. When you are actual man.
That's part of being a man in this country is being homeless. What are you talking about?
Man, it's hard in the world, bro. But people don't talk about that. That's why I want to make sure I'm the voice for the voiceless. I always stand up for men's rights 100%. I stand up for women's rights too. But, you know, the men have way much harder time. And I'm never going to sit here and play about that or pretend like a lot of you do. You feel me? You know, the so-called women, they don't have any concept of reality. They really think they have it hard and it's difficult when there's nothing wrong. They have it all handed to them. It's all easy as pie for them. And the problem with that is it creates no discipline. It creates no hustle. It creates no having to think for yourself. And, you know, that's why they all feel the way they feel. It was the same thing up there in Green Bay, you know, with all them waitresses when I worked at that Texas Roadhouse that was corrupt as hell, and the boss was a narcissist that was trying to role reverse all of reality. Do you remember that? Yeah, and you remember how all them waitresses would be like siding with whoever, and the management would side with them and favor them, and, you know, they'd be sitting there eating whatever they want all day, and, you know, we're in the back, you know, doing dishes, and us, it's just, oh, you can, you know, it just was never fair. You know what I mean? Like, they literally would be sitting there eating all day, bro. Us, they were like, oh, you get one break and that's it. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's how y'all do things, you know? So, you know, it is what it is, man. Like I said, people don't understand, like, a lot of this stuff is documented too. They got cameras in all these places. They got cameras. It's all documented, man. So like I said, I mean, I just document the evidence and keep it, you know what I mean? And like I said, you know, my lawyer is going to be able to pull records and film and all that at any time for any place, you know what I mean? So it's not even a problem. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of corruption in there, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's my point. I mean, you know, the waitresses wouldn't do anything. They didn't have to work hard. They didn't have to do anything. Real talk, all day they was just sitting there eating. They didn't have to do much anything. All they do is go out, take a tray out or two, and that's about it. They got to carry a tray. That's about it, you know. And I give them credit for that. I personally don't think that's a very easy thing to do. A lot of the trays are heavy as hell. Like, I give them credit, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's a difficult job, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, just the way that they were running the place was just crazy. You know what I mean? Same with Dave and you know what, that arcade place. Like, they didn't do anything right. You know what I
Can't say
mean? They
bust.
literally
Maybe
facilitated
you
the
know what.
environment for all that stuff, all that corruption and everything that I went through. And that was exactly like my whole thing. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's all public now. You know, Green Bay in itself is a very weak place. It's very corrupt. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I still had a great time there and I got to experience everything. And I mean, I'm the one who helped to build basically half the restaurants that are on Oneida Street. So I mean, what do you have to say about that, brother?
Remember Oneida?
Right. Not to mention that I proved they all corrupt, right? And literally we were right on Oneida, right? And at the same time, everyone backed down to me, the entire force. You remember that? Sound like a boss to me. And then I'd go back about my business doing dishes. I was working 2 jobs at a time. Austin, I would work 2 jobs at a time most of the time, or I'd work at a bar at one time and I make good money. I negotiate my wage. They'd have to pay me top dollar, high dollar for everything. Like that's the thing. When I'm out there, you get one response and attitude, and on the internet now, folks is telling me, "Oh, people like you up here." Well, I'm sure some do. Maybe it's gotten better in that perspective. I don't know. Hell, it might be better than it used to be. I have no idea, but just I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just you could tell that the politicians just don't care about the city. It's modern day Gotham, you know, just like this is Gotham. But I think Austin is really, really Gotham. All these cities are corrupt. Oh, and that's what folks got to understand. That's why you have to have a Batman, because you have to have somebody stand up to this and stand up to the system. It's always been the truth. They just kind of, you know, had the truth hidden for a long time. The truth's right in front of you, but you can't see. Remember when Tupac said that? You know, folks better wake up. Better wake up to what time it is. Real talk. You know what I mean? So, like I said, yeah, I'm going full, strength and fitness coach, 100%. And I'm really good at what I do. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, I'm going to even offer coaching sessions now, and I'm going to keep the same price, right? Like I said, well, we'll make it a little cheaper for you. Here's what I'll do. You want a coaching session, and we can do this digitally, virtually, anything. We'll do $25 for 30 minutes, right? Talking to me direct, and we'll do 50 for an hour. How's that? I think that's very fair price. I do. Now, if it comes to digital training, like I said, $50 for half an hour, 100 for a full hour. That's a training session that I do on camera specifically for you. And I would like to do it live, would be the easiest way, through some kind of app or whatever. That way you can see me training in front of you, because recording stuff and sending it is a lot more difficult. Although we did figure it out for this last video, which I'm happy about, which was $25. That's right. Yeah, laughing all the way to the bank. How you feel? They are so worried about me making money and doing e-commerce and building a business, instead of worrying about how difficult it was to get to this point, how many rules I have to follow every day. See, they could not fathom or imagine building a business. They have no knowledge of building a business. This is the most difficult business to run and to build. Do you understand that? If anything was normal about this, I could have built this business in 5 seconds. That's why it's crazy to me that y'all would say anything on here or type anything. Like, dude, you got to be fair at some point, bro. This is the hardest business to build. You know what I mean? And in turn, in the end, I still feel it's worth it and going to continue to be worth it. But it's just very difficult. You know, they make it impossible. You know, as far as like regular businesses, bro, I help to build bars for people. I build companies for a living, bro. I've worked in half the warehouses, more than that, 3/4 to almost all the warehouses in Austin I've worked in. These folks are so quick to forget who they talking to. Do you remember when I was making check after check after check, working nonstop, and they would call me like James Bond to go out, way out in the city to all these different assignments? That's what folks don't get. Oh, 100% I can go back to Austin, and that might be what I do. I don't know. I feel like it might be calling me. I got to see, but it's just hard when, you know, you ain't got anywhere to go out there and you're trying to figure out what to do. And, you know, I don't want to be out there with nowhere to go at night and stuff. Like, come on, bro. You know, I can't put myself in that position again. I just can't. because it's not a game. And that's the thing. Like, I need help to do what I'm doing. I never had help. Nobody opened their doors to me. Nobody said, here's a spot, here's a mattress, here's a couch, here's nothing. They didn't give me nothing when I was up there. That was the whole point. Had people help me out when they had every opportunity, like, it would have made things a little bit easier. And I could have just kept my money. That's what I'm saying. Like, nah, bro, you got to be smart. You look out for you. If you make a bunch of money like I'm about to all over again, I can feel it coming, right? Why would you be looking to throw that money away? See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all be like, oh, I'm going to go pay thousands of dollars for rent somewhere. And me, I'm like, I'd rather sleep on a park bench. That's why I get rich and why y'all stay poor. That's why I travel all over the country and y'all don't ever have money for anything. Tell me when I'm lying. 100%, that's the truth. What do you mean? Because we don't think the same. When I had $6,000, I was in the shelter still, 100%, because I had nowhere to go, right? And that was what I needed to do. These folks was trying to say something about that. They were like, what? I'm saving money and other people spending on hotels every day and this and that. Like, do you understand that all the homeless in Austin we used to work together, bro? They used to get together, behind the scenes together and pitch in everybody a little bit of dough so they could just get a hotel room for a day so they could drink and party and whatever. That's what they do, bro. You have to understand, bro, like, people, are going through it, bro. People are like, especially in Austin, bro, people literally do everything outside. There's some people that don't, they just always outside, always. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people going through different things, that you can't even understand how they think, what they're thinking, what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different scenery is all I'm saying. You feel me? But yeah, I'm considering it. I'm considering it because I know I can build this business up there and I can, try to look for opportunities and make my comeback up there. So yes, I'm definitely thinking about it. But again, you all act like it's easy when they're like, are you in Austin? Do you think it's that simple? Do you really think it's that easy? Bro, y'all have done nothing for me. Not a single person in the world. I can't even get y'all to give me a ride, into town or down the street, much less all the way to Austin, bro. You got people going back and forth to Dallas, to Austin all the time. Not a single one of you has offered to give me a ride or anything or said, I'll bring you back to. And then there's never a guarantee with y'all. Do you see why it's so hard to do things? Do you? Do you see why it's so difficult to do things and get things done? Because you got to have support, buddy. See my point? You got to have support, always. You understand? You got to have support for whatever it is that you're doing. You feel me? So that's the thing. When folks want to, get the right attitude, right, and be on point, and want to start helping, well, then we can make that move. But till then, I might end up doing it on my own. I don't know. I got to see. I'm a tough guy. I can make it. I can survive no matter what. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. I want to make sure we do things right, if possible.
There is no, you might do things on your own. You are doing everything on your own because you're miserable. No one can stand to be around you. You don't bring nothing to the table. Faggot.
You feel what I'm saying? So, for me personally, I love it. I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? Like I said, billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got you pissed.
Website.
My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. Mineral rights or royalties.
Website.
Over 2,000 in jewelry, bro. Again,
Website.
Billions in equity and mansion and estate. Like, what's up, bro? Sold 50-acre properties for over $100,000, bro. What's the good? What's up? What's goody? Right. Made millions of dollars every year consecutively. Like, making money for me has never been an issue. With this business, I'm mad successful. I max out every check. I make the most money you possibly can on here. Do you understand that? Every month. I do this by myself.
What's up, Horza? Do you want your $5 back or do you want to finish this game? I still have the game. Look, it's right here on screen.
I don't have no yes men around me. I don't have no group, no nothing. You understand? All y'all have to rig everything and facilitate the fake environment, like with Coach Eli and Dawn. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, Christina's negotiated over $18.8 million. Like I said, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I love it, man. Come on, I love it. This is not Coach Eli and Dawn. Yeah, like I said, all we do is win over here. All we do is make money. And I got nothing but more money coming my way.
Yeah, I can't wait for my $18.8 million to come in.
More money, that's right.
More money.
It's nothing but opportunity for me. I got a beautiful future. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, Christina has been there for me every step of the way. I've been there for Christina every step of the way. Again, we all know what it is. What's up? Everything doesn't deserve a response, brother. You understand? Like I said, we do conversations one time and then we move forward. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? This is what I don't understand. We've had the conversation 8 million times.
You understand? Like, you know what I mean?
What's the purpose? Like I said, typing to just type something, I mean, it's not accomplishing anything. Do you enjoy that? You know what I mean? While you waste your time, though, I'm over here getting paid in my next check over, what, $201. We over here getting bread and getting that money, making racks in front of you. Real talk.
Smuggy, you got talks about
settlement. See, again, talk on an even playing field. Talk direct. Let's talk where I can respond. I'm right here now. Let's go. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if folks can have an actual conversation. Because everything good with me and Christina, it always has been, always will be. So again, what's goody? You understand? That's the funniest thing to me when folks think they saying something but ain't saying nothing. Again, what's goody? Huh? Yeah. You got to have a point when you speak. You feel me? Real talk. So yeah, like I said, we ain't got nothing but money coming to me from every direction. Yeah, that's 18.8 million right there. That's what Christina.
Did he talk about the car lot?
Christina negotiating. She already updated me on all that. She said $18.8 million. Oh, I know you worried. You think typing is going to affect anything or change anything? How? What? You've been trying for years. How? I mean, if you don't have any power and you're just powerless, I think that at some point you're going to have to just embrace that, don't you? You like Mike Saha out here. You like Mike Saha out here with the bob. Yeah, so I already got billions in equity. I got all the buildings, my hands in everything, man. That's why them folks be so upset and in their feelings. That's why they say things like that. They say, yeah, you got to have your hand in everything all the time. That's the way they see us. That's the way you look at us. I love that, man. You know why I got my hand in everything? Because I'm a lot more powerful than you, boss. That's why. It ain't got nothing to do with what you talking about. It's got to do with power. It's got to do with who the best. That's 100% what it is. What do you mean? It's got to do with the fact that I'm proud of myself, right? And I actually, understand who I am, and I respect and love who I am. I come from real culture. You understand? That's all. No, any group, any folks, any people, if they respect and learn their own culture, they're going to be able to build. You feel me? They're going to be able to build, and they're going to be able to just keep progressing and winning. You understand? And just like they said with Frank Lucas, they said he represents what? Progress. And then folks was in their feelings, correct? Remember what he said? Remember what the guy who worked for like the feds or whatever that was there was telling him? He said, nah, they ain't never made no money and that could never happen and blah, blah, blah. But Frank Lucas had done the impossible. And guess what? You looking at Frank Lucas all over again because it's happening. It's just the opposite paradigm now. That's the truth.
Makes no sense.
And I'm doing it all legally the right way. You understand? This is what folks don't get. You are witnessing a hell of a story here. You better buckle up. You seeing a hell of a story unfold right in front of you, homie. You understand? The whole communities and neighborhoods are already like, who is this dude? The dude is hustling. He runs the streets. He took everything over. He's the boss. He's the mob. You know what I mean? Now he's working on music. Like, I'm gonna have a new album coming out. Oh yeah, and I'm selling my mixtape. I'm going straight in the mixtape circuit. I'm selling and distributing every mixtape. I'm not asking no questions. I don't care how you feel. I'm not worried about no beats, instrumentals. I use whatever I want. I'm selling every mixtape I got now. First thing I'm trying to do is get my hands on a laptop so that I can get these CDs, right, and start making and printing my own CDs again, and I'm going to start selling every single CD I can. We going back to physical distribution right in front of you. I already own my own digital distribution company for music.
Nobody
right? Because everything an idea, and I actually know how to distribute music 100%. Yeah, y'all ain't stopping nothing. What you doing is wasting your time with nonsense and giving me a bunch of evidence for my federal lawsuit. Balls.
That's what you're doing.
See, that was the thing, is that like when somebody has the same game and I realize, oh, okay.
Talking about burning CDs and selling them to people. Nobody has a CD player. What are you talking about? And you say, we don't care about instrumentals or beats or nothing. I can use whatever. So you're going to record yourself banging on a trash can with some plastic utensils and use that?
So
that'd be pretty cool, I guess.
I mean, what's the purpose of that, though?
You're not that creative, though. You're just gonna download something and use that, some shitty beat off of YouTube.
See what I'm saying? Like, brother, I mean, we having a full debate here, and I'm winning. So I mean, if you ain't got, you know, like no concept to bring, well, then I win. Right? The same thing happens in them leagues on TV. If folks don't do their part, well, then they get disqualified and they lose the tournament, correct? Yeah, because you can't tell me nothing because I'm already rich and wealthy as hell. What are you talking about, brother? Like I said, I've got everything already ready, man. Come on, bro. You already know about this, man. You know. You already know I have the entire infrastructure, bro. You know what I mean? Why do you think I took all them years? I told y'all it takes time. I was building everything, getting everything set up. Everything. That means all across the board. Financially, everything is set up now to run this entire empire. I just got to make the money now. That's how you do things. These folks want to talk and say something, but have you ever run a business? Coach Eli himself, you know, who isn't exactly the most successful guy in the world. He told you, he said it takes years sometimes. It takes 6 years. He said sometimes to see any profit with a business or company. Bro, I started doing what I'm doing. I started making buku bucks right off the rip. Right off the bat, immediately. They offer bonuses with this too. You know what I mean? It's awesome, bro. You know what I mean? That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they too obvious. Like, you can already see what it is. So I mean, yeah, all you doing is projecting. You in your feelings. Yeah, I win with that.
So, I mean, yeah.
It would never make me feel anything, brother. I'm not in my feelings about things. I'm all business. You don't get. I'm cold as an icicle, bro. You better ask about me. Yeah, see, that's why I never understood, because I'm like, I don't operate like you. I'm not in my feelings, bro. I'm not in my feelings with anything. I don't even get in my feelings with relationships, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Christina's here in front of me, yeah, I will. You know what I mean? But like, you know, like, and with her, I am, you know, I'm very emotional with Christina. But, you know, in general, like with everything, it's all business to me. You don't get, I'm just like my father, bro. My father was cold, bro. He was cold as an igloo, bro. You have no idea.
Cold as an igloo.
So you don't get, I'm really Batman. So I see that, like I see you typing in that chat right now, and all you telling me, all I see, you could type whatever you want. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to make me feel anything, because you don't have power or control over my emotions, brother. That's why you're in your feelings too. So I'm Batman for real. So I think tactically. I think my emotions are set aside. I control my emotions to a T, just like I did in Sterling Heights, Michigan, where I proved everyone was corrupt up there too. Remember? And I walked away the bigger man and the victor. I won up there, just like I won in Minneapolis, just like I won in Green Bay, just like I won down here, just like I won in Austin. I've won everywhere, brother. That's the thing you have to understand. You know what I mean? These folks have tried to set up every roadblock, every blockade, do everything they could, and nothing has stopped me. Remember when they gave me all the fake tickets? I paid them all, buddy, because I make money. So my thing is in another county where they lied too, and I proved that right in a window when I was in McAllen. I proved it on camera, and YouTube has the footage, and my lawyer is going to be able to pull those records. And I'm going to prove that they lied in court later.
My lawyer.
I don't owe them a dime, nor do I have to pay them a dime. Nope. They need to reinstate my license, buddy. 100%. You all lied, literally. Oh, and that's not even it. They're going to have to pay me all the money I paid for them tickets and all the fines too down here, because every single one of them tickets was a lie as well, and they were breaking the law when they wrote them. That's a fact, homie. So they got to give me all that money back. I guess all that money. You understand? See, people don't get. I got millions of settlements waiting on me. I'm getting settlements from every corner. That's why you say those things, because you know I got settlements waiting on me. Yeah, and I got a whole bunch of settlements coming. You know what I mean? It's just simple as that. So, see, that's the thing. You operate in emotions. Man, that's weakness. You make this game too easy. See, while you and your feelings and your emotions, and you can't get nowhere and can't build nothing, I'm building every day, little homie. I'm strategic, brother. You understand? You don't get it. I'm way ahead of everybody. I'm 5 million steps ahead of everybody. You understand? So see, while you talking and you worried about this and that, I mean, I'm making every right move. Everything concerning Christina is a positive for me. You know, understand what I'm saying? So again, what's going on, brother? You know what I mean? I mean, why don't you focus on you? Why don't you go to a trade school like you said, you know, because I already taught you the game that people who go to trade schools, they always stay poor and broke, kind of like them folks in Georgia that was fun, remember? Come on, dude, get real with yourself, man.
We got it. Something happened here. You just cut out. Hang on, we gotta turn it back on. So right now I am building the Red Wagon Ministry Camp where he stayed and was homeless for a while. I'm building that whole entire block so you can walk around and be homeless, dog.
This
Next, I'm gonna make a gas station, I think.
So yeah, like I said, this is what they do. I'm talking, mobile connection goes out, the data goes out. Okay. This is what they do because I'm saying the truth. And what do? Stay calm. See, the answer is to remain calm and get my money. They can't stop it. As long as I remain calm and keep getting my money,
dog, we are
and I follow the rules and I do things the right way. This is why Rob Rack trying to copy my hustle.
Rob Rack.
Let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk, bro? Come on. Let's talk about it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop a link even too. I want folks to come up here. You understand? That's let's do it like the old days, man. You notice how all of them, they afraid to come over here and watch my content, like they afraid to say my name because they don't want me to get too much shine. You know what I mean? Like, I may not have you come up on the panel for this show, but we can do a whole nother one, and you can let me know if you want to come up. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, we gonna get our money over here. That's what they do. They sit back and wait and listen, and all of them is in their feelings. I already know what you want, bro. I'm 8 million steps ahead of you, bro. Yeah, I know. I know you in your feelings because they sit back and wait and listen, and all of them is in their feelings. I already know what you want, bro. I'm 8 million steps ahead of you, bro. Yeah, I know. I know you in your feelings because I'm over here making money. Come tell me how you feel about it. Come on. How does it make you feel to watch me succeed? Tell me. Yeah, see, you're not listening too well, brother. I said. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. See, you're forgetting. You're not seeming to listen and understand, brother. I just caught me a brand new pair of headphones today, and they got the cable with them, so they can be whatever I guess they call them wireless or whatever with the wire, and they're Bluetooth. Like, bro, are you serious? Like, bro, I'm gonna end up charging them. I'm probably gonna charge. Well, I don't know. I'll end up charging them when I feel like it. But like, I could just use the cord and it works perfectly. This single I just recorded is crazy. I mean, it's
I'm sure it's
amazing. It
real
took me like
crazy.
5-10 minutes, like always, because I got a gift with music. It
I
takes
mean,
me
five,
5-10 minutes
10 minutes.
to
So
record.
awesome.
I mean, something that nobody in the history of time could ever come close to, ever. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's like me personally, man.
That would be awesome, dude. There was a mission where you have to get your laptop back from the church camp. Miguel stole your laptop and won't give it back. You have to walk all the way back to the church camp and get it. Plus, you're starving.
And I just love it. I love it. You feel me? I love it. I love how you folks is in your feelings, man. We're gonna stay getting our money. You understand? And all they do is just expose what they own and tell on themselves, man. It don't get no better. It don't get no better. Our love don't get no better. Bro, can you imagine being that invested in my success? You can't invest in my downfall, brother, because my downfall never exists. Yeah, you're not invested in my downfall, brother. You're invested in my success because my success is inevitable and it's all that ever exists at any point. You feel me? So, like I said, like I love it. Look, I mean, you could just see what it is. I'm not even in the chat. You can see how them folks stay in their feelings over little old me and my success. I'm just going to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? I already know what it is. You feel me? Like I said, strength and fitness coach Tyree Sneed. I'm the CEO of Cassius Bain Records. I'm the CEO of Sneed Enterprises. I'm the CEO of everything. You know what I mean? What do you mean? Me and Christina are great. We're in love. We're happy. Like, what do you mean? I'm waiting patiently for Christina. I think that you're in your feelings because I've been loyal and faithful to Christina for almost at least 4 to maybe 5 or 6 years for a minute. And I think that you're just in your feelings. I mean, hell, you probably, I mean, all y'all are associated with some of my so-called ex-girlfriends who really weren't even my ex-girlfriend. They were just acquaintances. Ooh. Ooh, I said it. You know, a lot of my ex-girlfriends, I mean, they just turned into my personal piggy bank. I'm just being honest. I mean, it is what it is. So you're probably one of those people, you know? You're probably one of the people who you're in your feelings.
Way to show your hand to Christina. A lot of my exes just become my personal piggy bank. So you're talking, Christina's gonna get 18.8 million. I'm not marrying her for that though. She's not gonna be my personal piggy bank. Nuh-uh. Asshole, dude, you're so stupid.
Because, you know, you became a personal piggy bank. Please give me some money right now. Sure, Tyree, I'll do whatever you ask and whatever you say, because you're amazing. Why, thank you. It's good that you know your place and know your role. Now, give me some money. Sure, Tyree, I'll send you 50 to $100. I'm going to send you $3,000 over the course of a year because I have nothing going for me. Yeah. Thank you. It's good that you know your position in this relationship. Keep up the good work. Thank you. You know, you've been an excellent piggy bank. Yeah, I mean, if you worked for me, I'd give you a raise right now, but you don't, and I don't have to pay you. You pay me. Thank you. They are in they feeling. Yeah. I can't imagine the reaction every time I go live. He's live. Let's go over there and type. Oh man, that's what they do. They got typing parties going on. Oh.
He's talking about how like every girl I dated, I hustled. I got money out of them. He's such an asshole. And he's like, Christina's getting 18.8 million. Let's give Tyree $3,000.
Goodness.
Because apparently Jenny spent $3,000 on him when he went to jail, and also before and after that, just spending money on him. That's how much money he leached out of Jenny.
I got you all figured out, brother. Like I said, it is so easy. You know what I mean? And what do? We just keep pushing forward. All we do is keep talking about what matters and what's relevant and what's real. We talk about what's real over here, brother.
Everything is so not real.
But enjoy doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's just pretty clear what it is. You know what I mean? But we over here enjoying ourselves. We over here having a good time. You feel me? And like I said, this is a business. I am the strength and fitness coach, Tyree Sneed. Like I said, I'm the CEO. Like I said, I build all my own companies, and I keep them all ideas. That's why they profit. That's why they continue to succeed.
I'm giving one to Smuggy.
I am progress. I am manifest
we in a good mood.
100%. Mm-hmm. And I'm taking back what's mine. Mm-hmm. Real talk. So what do you mean? You heard of manifest destiny? That's when you take what you can when you can't. Right?
Los
and they
Angeles
took it from them. I'm going to take it all from you, Jack. And not just because I can. Because this is my destiny. Los Angeles is my destiny. You understand? That's what it is.
Los Angeles
is my destiny. Many folks I inspire. You understand that the streets is rolling with me already? You understand that? Do you understand that I'm doing my thing in such a way and so uniquely and in such a different capacity and different way and at a different level that folks have no choice but to respect me? Boy, I know you wish you knew that feeling. Anybody would like to have that feeling, but you ain't me, so you'll never know what it feels like. Just like you'll never know what tangible success feels like or real true love. And that's why you're over there typing in your feelings. I love it, man. You want to sit there and type? Go ahead. It ain't going to do nothing but motivate me more to go harder and keep on winning. I love it, man. Quite frankly, I need folks like you around. Stay over here, because every day you got to sit there and watch me succeed. You feel me? I love it, bro. That's my whole thing. Like, can you imagine them folks talking the third person, bro, and try to omit details and omit all of reality, as if that makes sense? You got to make sense when you speak. You can't just start talking in the third person because, you want a desired result. I know what you want, but quite frankly, I don't think that you're honest with yourself. I don't think you want what you think you want. Ooh, goodness. I'm taking it there. They're like, oh my goodness, how does he know exactly how I think?
Oh my goodness, how does he know all my deepest, darkest secrets? I don't think you know what you really want. Wow.
You know more about me than I know about myself, Tyree. Right? Despicable. That's exactly what they're like. They're all exactly identical to Daffy Duck. That's literally the way I used to compare it with narcissists back in the day. That's literally how they are. They're exactly like Daffy Duck. No joke. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't seem to understand that I notice so-called women's behavior. I notice the selfishness, the entitlement. These folks, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about anyone but themselves. 99% of them. Christina cares about me. She makes it very clear that she cares about me, to be honest. So, like I said, I mean, whatever the situation is, I'm completely with it, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Is that why you're out there starving and you have no money, but she's got 18.8 million She makes it so clear that she cares about me, dog. That's why I'm out here starving and homeless, and I have nowhere to go, because my girlfriend cares about me.
Like I said, that's my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So, like I said, obviously, you're, in your feelings, and you're concerned about what I got going on in my business, but my business is my business. You see? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. What it shows me, clearly you don't got nothing going on and nothing you're building, because if you're worried about my business, then that means you don't have any business of your own. Ooh. Personal piggy bank. I need $50. Send that to me. Oh, personal piggy bank. I get on here and talk greasy and make jokes and do real comedy, what Rob Rack wishes he could do, and he never could. He's not a comedian, and I get paid for it. And my next check over $201 already, and I'm getting paid as we speak to go all the way in. Boy, stop it. I know you in your feelings. I know it. Like I said, I just told you what I'm at. What was it? Like $509 or something still with some change? That's crazy. That's in total, of everything accruing, everything that's going to come to me. You got to understand. I mean, tomorrow the total will allot and accrue more. Every day my money go up just a little, and then I just even it out with what I'm spending. I don't even exist off money, bro. I don't be living off money. I don't need money. That's what you don't get. Like, I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing. And that's another thing, too, that most of the country in the world need to learn how to do, how to not need nothing. Didn't y'all say that it was the opposite, but yet it's not, because I don't need nothing and never have, just like I never asked nobody for help or nothing. I always did everything by getting up by myself, just like I built this business by getting up every day with no help and nothing and everyone against me. And I succeeded with my own hard work. I'm self-made, boy. Mm-hmm. Everything I told you, I proved, and I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. I did it because I wanted the whole world and public to see that I was proving my point, and I did exactly that. Yes, it does matter. Actually, it matters more than anything. It matters more than all that money I made and spent, and I earned every dime of that. Why don't you just say the truth? I worked hard, and I earned and made over $300,000 and put it in the best stocks money can buy, and you felt some way about it. That's the actual truth. Right? That's the thing. Y'all don't even know what a fact is. You know what I mean? That folks is hilarious, man. They be talking and talk and ain't saying nothing. Are you hearing what I'm telling you, bro? Bro, I got items cost over $4,000 still. Like, money will fix it. All my stuff going to get fixed. We going to renovate and rebuild everything too. Christina and I. And we building a real estate empire. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's all right in front of you. What do you mean? I don't have any concerns. I'm good. Yeah, see, I speak for me. What do you mean? I think for me. That's why I'm successful. Can you imagine, bro? Like, bro, I mean, are you successful? Like, why are you trying to think for other people and tell people how to think? I mean, figure out your own stuff first, then come holler. What? Them folks are hilarious, man. Your relationship with your computer and phone is crazy, homie. Straight up. Yeah, maybe you just need someone to tell you the truth and reality that, most of y'all don't make any sense. How about that? What? Yeah, that's why every time they type something and talk, I literally make a face like I'm like, what are you what? What are you talking about? Like, that stuff is crazy to me, bro. Like, what? Because you and your feelings? Like, I mean, come on, bro. The fact is, a lot of folks just need to get a grip, right? That's why the ping one was projecting, saying that, running around projecting, right? Right? I mean, come on, bro. Look at him. I mean, he don't know what the hell going on every single day. He don't know what's going on around him. He don't know how people around him feel about him. He don't know anything going on. Why don't you say the truth? Y'all ain't with it at all. Y'all like to pretend, but you ain't with it. You don't even know what's going on in reality at any point. Hey, man. Yeah, so what's goody? Like I said, I'm not in your energy. I'm in my energy. Positive.
Here we go. Talks about energy.
Happy, comfortable, good, rich, wealthy. Rich is a state of mind, baby. I proved all my points. I got another item, like I said, cost over $100. I just got that recently. Remember, I told you I got what? How many new pairs of shoes? Banana Republic dress shoes. I ain't even worn those. They a little bit too big, but I can wear them. I ain't even worn them yet. I got the other ones. What were they? The Vans. I wear those like almost every day. I wore my boots today. I got brand new boots. All those are brand new, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And I got Gucci shoes that I'm wearing right now, and I wear them all the time. Cost like a couple of racks, thousands of dollars. What are you talking about? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, do you understand? Like,
what?
I had a whole bunch of other items that cost thousands of dollars. That's why, like, y'all, every time y'all folks worried about what I got that's material, bro, I don't care about material possessions. Material possessions come and go, and so does money. It ain't no big deal. Anything that I lose, I replace anyway. So what are you talking about? They think everything is such a big deal. They was talking about my backpack with that church group. It's not a big deal, bro. It was a Chromebook laptop, man. It's like a $200-something laptop, bro. I'll get another one, and I'll get something better. You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy to me, bro. Like, to be that, concerned about my success and then try to act like it's normal.
I would probably pay like $1,000 for that laptop just to see what kind of crazy shit is on that hard drive and in his internet history. I would pay Red Wagon Ministry $1,000 for that laptop. $1,500.
But I mean, it's all acting. You know what I mean? All that stuff is internet stuff. That's on the computer. You know what I mean? We're out here in reality, brother. So again, what's goody? How do you feel about my success? Look, they ain't coming to the panel now. Come on. Come tell me how you feel about my nonstop success. You understand? Your behavior is public. Everything is documented. No one can ignore it. No one can say, I don't know what's going on, because it's all publicly documented, homeboy. And all y'all watch me. That means corrupted. Publicly ignore it. No one can say, I don't know what's going on, because it's all publicly documented, homeboy. And all y'all publicly, I don't know what's going on, because it's all can say, I don't know what's going on, because it's all publicly documented, homeboy, and all y'all watch me. That means corrupt officials that y'all work with watch me? Yeah. You think?
Yeah. Alright, he's queued up. We're gonna go to his live, dog.
I don't know that y'all got literal corrupt ties in every corrupt department across this country. Red triangles, you think I don't know what's going on? Y'all silly as hell, man.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you got corrupt ties because you be talking to everybody and all y'all narcissists, so all y'all always want to be around people. It's not anything to tout or brag about, brother. Y'all, golly, y'all be really trying to glorify narcissism. Like, y'all act like you got so much resources, then how come I got more than you of everything that matters? See, every resource I have is quality. Sometimes quality matters more than quantity, buddy. How come everything I got costs more money than anything that any of y'all own or have ever even seen? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, that ain't nothing to brag about, bro. That's what we're like, are you serious, bro? That's the opposite direction of where everybody's trying to go the right direction. Everybody's being positive. Over here, we preach positivity, strength. All we teach is strength. You understand? Like I said, they want to be a part of it, but they can't, handle the content. They want to be a part of what I'm doing, but they can't handle the truth. Tell me when I'm lying. Why? Because I am the truth, buddy. I want the truth. You want the truth. I think I'm entitled. You can't handle the truth.
Oh, there he goes. Is he live? No, not yet. My bad.
Y'all want to act like this again? That's all they do 24 hours a day. Everybody, that's all y'all do in this corrupt community in all these neighborhoods. That's what y'all do all day. Y'all just sitting back watching me. That's all they do. They all sitting back watching me, and they all feel some way about my success, and not a single one of them supported me or did anything for me. Then they try to tell me my reality is different than what it is and speak on issues and matters that they don't know about, have no knowledge of, have nothing to do with. Like, brother, just learn to mind your own business. What are you talking about? Talking about everybody knows you. I mean, do I care? I mean, did I facilitate that? Did I ask for that? Did I say, oh, I want to be famous, I want everyone to know me? Or did I continue to mind my business like
you always say that? You always say that, oh, I want to be famous, I want everybody to know me. That's what you're obsessed with, is being known for something. But you're such a repellent asshole, notoriously repellent to anything. You're you're such a negative ball of negativity. It's like you can't attach yourself to anything. You're like, I wish I was famous, blah, 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 every day.
You said literally, like, the same dude said the same thing. In the same conversation, he's like, well, it looks to me like you just mind your business. Right. Because I'm not concerned about no fame, brother. I ain't worried about
all you care about.
You understand? It's like I ain't worried about nobody. You understand?
Your behavior is disturbing.
What people don't get is I know who I am. I'm a thug. You understand? I'm an actual gangster. You understand? Yeah, like I said, I grew up listening to Young Buck, okay, and real rappers from the Bay Area and
Young
stuff
Buck
like that,
sucks.
like music y'all would never even listen to or consider. I mean, you know, like I was learning early how the game was in the streets. That's what folks don't get, because I was teaching it to myself. And at that time, I was really from the suburbs. So, you know, you can't tell me I'm not a genius, because I knew the connection between the hood and the suburbs and the paradigm financially before anyone even figured it out. That's why I listened to rap music all the time. See, I wasn't just listening to it for that. I was listening to it because it was so interesting to me, because I understood that there was power in the hoods and the communities. See, y'all don't talk about the facts here. You don't talk about how these rappers all bit their names off of other rappers, just like Moneybag Yo got his style from
Moneybag Yo.
Did you know that?
Did you know that? Did you know that? Moneybag Yo.
Bag Yo, these rappers all bit their names off of other rappers, just like Moneybag Yo got his style from Finesse 2 Times. Did you know that?
Did you know that? Finesse 2 Times? Moneybag Yo. Did you know that?
Everybody is a copy of a copy of a copy. They literally call hip-hop the culture of what?
He's live, dog.
Up there carrying a lot of stuff, and I need to run. Yeah. Come on. Today, what is that? Today, I'm going to talk about something a little different. Try to. Well, kind of, not really.
I'm sure you're going to talk about something so different than what you... So anyway, I want to talk about 50 Cent and the Illuminati and how I'm getting fucked over by the government. Talk about something a little different here. All right, hold up.
Man, I'm getting strong. I
You're
can
not.
feel it.
You're getting weaker every day.
All right. Give me a second.
I knew it. I called it. I knew he was gonna go, hold up. Give me a second. That's becoming, look, and now he's blacked out. That's becoming, you know, typical. Every time he starts a stream, ah! Oh no! Wow. What a fucking waste. He's using his data to do this too. You know, so he's using his data to start up a stream and do all this shit. And then he just turns it off. He's fucking so stupid.
Because everything is
Like the amount of money he spends or that he makes from this bullshit that he does is all going into how much he says, hold up.
from someone else.
So we're just gonna go back to his 2 a.m. shit until he comes back from his hold up.
Yeah, Star of Hot 97 said that. So what do you mean? You understand? See, y'all don't pay too much attention. With Maserati Fox, there was a dude around him that was like, they were all in the streets for real. And the dude supposedly made several million or $1 million doing whatever the hell he was doing. Why do you...
Yeah, dude, this bingo game has gone on for like 6 hours now. Or not, maybe not that long. It was going on for a few hours in my last stream. So we're continuing that. And it's still going for at least another hour, 30 minutes or whatever.
Do you think the Fed started paying attention? And then again, I'm gonna spell it out for you step by step, word for word. Maserati Fox was saying and claiming he was signed to G Unit Records. So that's got Curtis Jackson written all over it in 50 Cent, because Curtis Jackson sold his soul to the devil and is backed by the Feds.
Yeah.
So listen to what I'm telling you. The Feds are evil as hell. CIA evil as hell. FBI evil as hell. All of them are corrupt in my opinion, because, and this is why when folks sit there and talk about I work for the FBI, not a smart thing to say to me, buddy. You should really, really reconsider your statements and realize who you're talking to. Why would I care who you work for when you're not as strong as me? Right? I work for the FBI. I'm sure you do. You're 3 feet tall. That makes sense. So again, I'm the person who can protect these rappers and protects people for a living. Yeah. So what do you mean? So where's it confusing?
I'm the one who can protect these
I'm literally
rappers.
your superior, brother. Like, that's what you don't get. I'm your superior. I operate above the Feds. For real. See.
All right, he's back.
So yeah, like I said,
Hold up. I'll be right back now.
346 world records. Right. You gotta understand, man.
Come on.
I can see what God is building. I can see it. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. You know, I understand the purpose. There is no testimony without a test. That's what God told me. I didn't understand it at the time. I'm starting to understand it now. I really am. I'm starting to get it. It's a hell of a story, man. I'll tell you that. It is a hell of a story. But that's the thing, you know, all the greats have to go through hardships and hard things. That's what God told me. It all makes sense. You know what I mean?
Now it makes sense. See, all this suffering and dressing as Batman, it just didn't make any sense.
It's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Want to be the best. You're going to have to be tough as it gets. That's what people don't understand is I keep pushing more and more every day. I keep pushing further. I believe in myself, man.
I got you, Horza.
I do. I believe in myself every time. I'm going to win every time. You know what I mean? I've watched myself do impossible things. I've watched myself come back against insurmountable odds. I refuse to give up.
Yeah, you need bus tickets.
You know, I've watched myself overcome things that nobody could. Time and 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 time again. And time come things that nobody could. Time and 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 time but Time and 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 time again. I believe in me, man. I truly do. I believe in me. You know what I mean? That's how I did all this. That's how I got to this point. Believe in myself. But I'm studying a couple of different individuals.
There he is.
Within these different sports right now. I'm actually doing some research on them, and it's pretty interesting learning about them. But what I've found out is they say that there was dudes that were, you know, basically like stronger than Mike Tyson.
Spit it out.
And that's the thing, like, that's what I know. Like, yeah, like it can't be just what y'all are saying. That's what I've always known. It's like, nah, there's a lot more to it. You know what I mean? The universe is massive, bro. You know, that's the thing. Like, I carry what I go through with me. Like, you have to carry your struggle with you. Your struggle is what defines you and makes you who you are. You understand? Like I said, you'll never see anything like me, man. I don't think you ever have, and you never will. You'll never see anything like this again. I would suggest that all of you in the public cherish every moment that you're watching this unfold and watching me.
Oh, I am.
And watching God at work. Every time you see me, it's God at work.
I am cherishing every moment of your nonsensical suffering and baffling, totally bewildering, self-imposed, horrible life. I don't know why you do this to yourself. But I love it. I am cherishing every moment, trust me. It is hilarious to me.
You know what I mean? Every time.
Yeah, I mean.
Every time you see me, it's God at work. Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out, like Pop said. It's just crazy, man. Are y'all even paying attention? Because if you blink once, you might miss something. Are you paying attention to what's going on? Are you noticing, like, the shifting I'm doing in the martial arts? You're not paying attention, are you?
Are you people
I'm moving so
at
fast,
me?
it's like I'm teleporting, like, for real. Like, that's what I learned. I taught myself it. I'm teaching myself more every day. God is teaching me. God is my trainer. He's teaching me. That's the way that Batman moves. He moves real quick, like lightning fast. Okay? Everything is extremely efficient and precise. The movements, just pure precision. You understand? And you're watching it unfold in front of you. Just like with God, how can you ever doubt something that's right in front of you? I've heard so many people talk about this and that, and brother,
this and that.
all this other stuff going on around me ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? It's all about me. You understand? It's all right here. This is where it's at. Whatever the world doing,
it's all about me.
I'm not concerned, man. You understand?
There's nothing
This is where
concerning
it's
you
at.
people.
This is where you're going to get the real story and see the real truth and everything unfold. You know what I mean? Right here.
You know what I
Nowhere
mean?
else.
Yeah, can you people even
You
teleport?
understand? So that's my thing. Like, I could just see what it is. Yeah, there was dudes that were stronger than Mike Tyson. Okay? There was dudes that were realer than Mike Tyson. Yeah. In the same sport, in the same game. Isn't that crazy? So that's my thing with me, right? You can see what it is in the videos, but I got to have power like them.
There
That's
he
what
is,
y'all don't
Thor.
get. I have to have that kind of power.
There's your
You know?
boy.
And I already have a lot of power, but I'm talking about it has to be developed. You know what I mean? I still got a long way to go, in my opinion. Always. I'm always say I got a long way to go because that gives me room to grow. You understand? Tell me if you feel that. You got to always grow and always advance. Real talk.
Yeah,
You can never be satisfied. Like I said, what, 346 world records. Saw what I did on them dip bars today.
Saw what I did on the dip bars.
You know, it's absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? Like, literally. And You know, that's the thing. You know, a lot of these folks, they don't want to, you know, they have not ever wanted to see me succeed or win. That's why every time I'm winning and doing what I'm doing, focusing, training, right? These folks are in their feelings they don't want to see, they don't want to watch. That's okay. You don't got to. Because trust me, for every one of you that doesn't want to see me succeed, there's somebody else in the public that will. There's somebody else in the public that's going to want to see what's going on. You understand? That's the whole thing. You know? Like, brother, like I said, I do numbers every single day. Oh yeah, the next check, we up over $203. Give me a round of applause. I know y'all in your feelings. I know
You're
it.
in your feelings.
They are in their feelings. It's absolutely incredible, man. And like I said, I got plenty of footage for the training for the martial arts. Still looking at it, still going through it. It's a lot. So
Still
keep
going
that in
through
mind. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. That's what we need to do. Like, really focus. That's my thing. I'm concerned with training. I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to really get ready. There's not a doubt in my mind. I know God's going to deliver on his promise. You know what I mean? There's no room for doubt. There's no room for second guessing. There's no room for questioning reality and truth. That's why I don't talk and communicate with folks who try to do that. All you're doing is slowing yourself
What happened?
down. You understand? You got to believe and move forward. The belief is there. The faith is there. God is right here with me.
Yeah, dude, he has admitted recently that the applause makes him feel better about himself. He's not
You
even ashamed
understand?
of that.
So I know God gonna do what he's gonna do. He gonna do his part. You know what I mean? Because it's not just his part. He control everything. God is gonna do everything. He's gonna show up for me and
God better show up and do his part, dog, or else I'm stopping my belief in him.
show out like he always done for me my entire life and all eternity. I don't ever worry about that. So I got to do my part. I'm the one who has a part to do. I got to do my part. You understand? My part is getting ready. Training, getting the right mentality, getting everything going, right? Because when that money come, I got to be ready. What y'all don't get, you know? I had people asking me today, you know, too many questions, man. You know what I mean? I'm not in the business of answering questions. You understand? Like I said, I'm the real Batman. Been doing this for 3 years almost. You understand? See, that's the thing. They can't even comprehend in the public what I really do. You can't even comprehend it, bro. Like, this is my real career and job. I've gotten more done than everybody, but I mean, they do understand to a little bit, but it's too much to really understand and comprehend. I've done a lot. I'm getting everything done. And that's what's crazy, because I do it all with God. You know? Like, it's amazing, man. God is amazing. But like I said, yeah, 346 world records.
Like I said,
I just keep pushing forward. And if you pay attention, you just see the true story unfolding in front of you. You can see it's all real, and that the prophecy is real. I am the prophecy. You know what I mean? There's no way to doubt it. You can see it clear as day. That's why all I do is focus on this martial arts, do my calisthenics training. Calisthenics is way superior and above weightlifting, bro.
it's insane.
That's what y'all got to understand, bro. There ain't nobody coming close to me in the world strength-wise. You understand? So, like I said, you can't just... You have to be humble. I'm just telling you facts. I'm humble
Like
as
me,
it gets.
I'm so humble.
I'm super humble. You have to be humble. You got to keep going. You got to understand, I'm a student of this game. I have to keep learning every day. You know, I have to master all of these disciplines within martial arts. Everything that's depicted is me. So, like I said, I'm studying and researching every day, and honestly, I love this part of my life, this part of everything, because it's exciting. It's fun. I get to focus and train and really do what I want to do, and to have that freedom, you know, just in and of itself is amazing. You know, so I'm very grateful and thankful, man. You know, man, that's a hard phrase to say. I don't be saying that phrase too much. You know, in and of itself. You know, like I said, I just went through some stuff, so, you know, I'm bouncing back. But
I'm a little retarded.
yeah, it's just surreal, man. It's just amazing, bro. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I'm living my dreams. I'm living my dreams, brother.
I always wished I was homeless and broke and dressing as
I
Batman.
told y'all, like,
wandering the streets.
I don't know. There's some things that I used to study back in the day that I've started up again, and it must be working. And it's getting to that point again where I'm gaining a lot of control over my subconscious, over creating reality. I'm noticing, because it's incredible. I mean, the amount of attraction,
I'm creating reality so much better now.
That, you know, is just there with my aura and my energy. It's honestly absolutely incredible.
He said calisthenics?
You know what I mean? So I don't know how else to explain it to you. It's just, it's surreal. It truly is. It's absolutely surreal. I honestly believe that I'm quantum leaping to an extent. Not joking. Which is, you know, crazy, but I really believe I'm doing that to an extent. It's hard to explain, but there's a lot happening, and it's incredible. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm on a different level than most people, and yeah, I'm the architect of reality.
No, you're not.
You understand? So it is what it is. It's just, you know,
it is what it is.
I don't know. I mean,
look, I created this shit. I made reality. It is what it is. I didn't ask to be the creator of the universe. It just happened. Yeah, man. I just can't handle it.
It honestly kind of scares me.
It's so scary.
You know what I mean?
It's so scary being the divine creator of all realities.
I like, you know, I know a lot people don't get. I have a lot of knowledge. I know a lot. You know,
this dude, like, he goes beyond narcissism. It goes beyond, like, oh, I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that. He takes it to such extremes that it's like, it's not easy being the creator of the universe. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Like, how could you shoot for the stars and land somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Oh, but yeah, I might kind of fall back on that for a little, because I don't know, like, it's a lot of power, man. It's a lot of power, bro. And this is all just knowledge, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's amazing, it's cool, but you know, it just begins to feel like too much sometimes.
It's cool.
So I'll probably, you know, I don't know how to explain it. You know, it's knowledge that I've learned. It's things, you know, games to be sold, not told. And some of this knowledge I can't even, you know, give you at all. Some of it is just,
I don't know how to explain it. I just can't explain it. It's just utter nonsense. I don't know how to explain it.
Keep it to myself, you know. But I think I'll get past that part of it, and I think I'll continue to utilize it and, you know, continue to gain more power. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Y'all folks is worried about this and that. Brother, you have no idea the level I'm on. Okay? I'm like at Darth Vader level right now, brother. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. I still got, you know, just a lot going on, man. It's hard to explain, but the law of attraction is real. That's all I'll say. It's very real, and I know how to utilize it without trying. It's absolutely incredible. Today, I don't know how to explain it to you. I mean, today was crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's law of attraction. I mean, like, it's crazy, bro. I'm talking about, I got blessed like
dude, he sounds like fucking Dennis Quaid or something. I don't know how to explain it. It just sounds so crazy.
Twice today. I don't know how to explain it to you. I mean, today was crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's law of attraction. I mean, like, it's crazy, bro. I'm talking about, I got blessed like twice today. I mean, I get blessed all day, but I'm talking about, like, I got blessed like twice today. Like, two things that happened were just out of nowhere, like, amazing, when it's like, you know, it's all God, and you know it has to do with energy. You know what I'm saying? And
energy. Has to do with energy, dog. I gotta pour out some more fucking bourbon.
that's the thing. Like, I'll just be minding my business, and folks want to help me, you know, and I came a long way, man. That's amazing, bro. And that's what I want. Like, you know, I just want, you know, help to do what I'm trying to do. You know, I want money. I need finances. Like, it's all, you know, like, you know, that's the way we're supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing fairly decent. You know what I mean? Financially, we still got a long way to go. You know what I mean? But I'm just happy, man. I'm pretty happy and satisfied and content, man. I'm getting a lot done. So that's what I focus on, not anything else. And make sure, okay, good. Make sure I got everything I need. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just got to focus, man. You got to focus on you. 346 world records right there teaching and showing you discipline work. Discipline is real. Like, real talk. Discipline is a real thing, man. You know what I mean?
You think?
Like I said, you know.
I had no discipline when I had $300,000 in my bank account. That's why I blew it all. I blew away my inheritance. Now I have nothing to show for it. I don't have any discipline.
People want to make every excuse in the book when,
Like me.
I mean, if you can't figure out the name of the game, you see all these people, they worried about money and this and that, and sure, they have money, this and that, but, you know, money doesn't last. I don't care who you are. Money doesn't last. Money's just a piece of paper, you know, and...
Yeah, not when you blow it all in Vegas and spend all of it when it's just given to you. Yeah, money doesn't last when you just blow it all on black and you don't invest in anything and you just blow it all in gambling and you suck at life.
Hard work.
Yeah, money disappears really quickly.
Will make you money in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't know how to work hard. You've never worked hard for anything. You've never worked hard a day in your life. You're afraid to get a scab or a bruise on your arm. You'll never achieve anything.
if you don't have that work ethic, yeah, you can have money. I mean, does it really mean anything? You know, what happens with money is, like I said, and this is what God keeps teaching me, you get comfortable. And I've been there, believe me. And, you know, I was actually pretty good about it because I would still make sure I worked out and did stuff like, you know, but you could see the comfortability and what it really does, you know, and that's the thing. I mean, it's not good. It's great. Like, I can't wait to have money, but see, God gave me the right mentality now, you know what I mean? So that I can be able to deal with it properly. And I'm always be the same way. Like, I want to go out and get it. I'm gonna hustle it. No matter how much money I got, I'm not going to stop training. I'm not going to stop, you know, pushing farther. You know, Batman is limitless. So that's what folks got to understand. It makes sense to me. He's going to build the man, right? And he's going to build the Batman.
It makes sense to me to keep on doing this.
And maybe the company too, is what you don't get. You know what I mean? That's exactly what the depiction is. Yeah, you got to understand, it's real close. I mean, there's no coincidences. It's real close. It's not close. It's exactly similar. That story is matching up to mine, you know, completely. So, I mean, the next step is the money and the company. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, do you understand what I'd be able to do with that kind of money and that kind of power and resources?
What, blow it all black
bro,
again?
I'll be able to literally help the entire world. And that's what I want to do. You know, so that's what I'm saying. God told me, like, I see you, like, you're a good person. Like, everything you've done helping other people, I'm going to give you all the money because I know you don't care about it. Hold on.
I'm gonna blow it all on black, dog. He's so fucking stupid. Hold up.
Oh, yeah. Like I said. Y'all have no idea, bro. I'm just being honest. You have no idea what level I'm on and what level I'm getting to. You know what I mean? I'm just tired, man.
I'm just so tired.
I think that's all it is. But you have no idea, bro. I'm on point. I mean, for real, on point. Like, it's crazy. I can't believe I accomplished this much today. I can't. Like, y'all don't even understand, bro. I probably went to sleep at like 8 a.m., bro. Like 7:30 in the morning, 8 a.m. Real talk. And I just did all this today. I'm telling you, y'all be underestimating me, man.
Come here, Lily.
Hey. And make sure he's okay because he's in the street. There you go. Trying to make sure the cat's okay. Because he was just standing there. But yeah, like I said,
Batman is defending Gotham's cats.
we're going to keep moving forward, man. You know what I mean? We're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep on doing our thing. And we're going to keep on winning. You feel me? I love it. I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I got everything perfectly the way I want it now. You know, everybody knows reality now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? It's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, you're going to see me get quicker and quicker. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see I already move faster than like the human eye can see or perceive, but you're going to see it get even quicker. I'm the real thing, bro. You know what I mean? We can skip everything else and y'all can just understand, right? This is clearly what I do and I'm really Batman. So like I said, imagine this with money, okay? And all the power I got already and how strong I am and I can do anything I want and go anywhere. Can you imagine, bro? You know what I mean? With that kind of quickness, moving around in these streets, you know, like I'm going up to New York when I get the money. I'm going up to all these places. You're going to have a real Batman running around. You understand? And like I said, everybody knows what I do for a living. So what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm really studying these different individuals. Like I said, man, what they said is that the Sonny Liston is his name. They said Sonny Liston was like totally like stronger than everybody. They said he was like the real deal. And that's the way I am. And people don't understand this. And he had a very rough background. And I'm telling you, these rough backgrounds, that's what creates people like me. That's what you gotta understand, bro. Like, we're not built the same. We're built differently. Built, not bought. Money can't buy this. Money can't pay for this. You can't teach this except through struggle. Yeah, Sonny Liston had a very rough background. He came up hard. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It produces soldiers. And it produces people that enjoy this stuff. We like it. Like, I live for this. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Hold up.
Hold up.
That's the thing. Even when I get money, I'm already the monster. I'm still me. You know what I mean? You know, don't really care about money. You know, I care about it. It's cool. I need it. You know what I mean? It'll help me with everything I'm doing. But everything ain't going to be about money. It's going to be about Christina and love. You know what I mean? But my point is, like, I'm going to be the same way. I'm going to train, work out the same way. I'll just be traveling all over the country and hopefully the world. You know what I mean? Traveling all over the country and the world. I can see it happening already. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Folks don't get it, man. I'm with God, bro. God will make anything happen. You know, there was a download today. I just saw it. I didn't listen to it yet. I'll probably see it again, but it said, look closer. You won. Yeah, I won. I know I won. Thank you. I appreciate that, God. That's God talking to me. Yeah, it said, look closer. You won. Yeah, I did win. Completely, all across the board. Our next check is over $203, bro. We still going. We still got a couple of days left in the month, right? At least, what, 2? Tomorrow and the next or something? There might be another one in there. I don't know if it's 30 or 31, but y'all sleeping on me, bro. Real talk. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to really do this. And like I said, I'm probably going to pick up pace is what I'm trying to do. It's just hard. You know, like, I don't want to, you know, it is what it is. You know, I do the best that I can, but I'm doing a hell of a job. I'll tell you that much. I'm doing a hell of a job. Oh, man.
Everything's fine, everything's cool. My life is not a mess. Everything's fine, nothing is wrong. I didn't blow my inheritance, like I said.
I don't know. It's just awesome, man. It's just totally awesome. But again, to the public, please support me. Please show your support financially, man. Again, you know, everybody, you know, I understand that people do support me in some way, but everybody's still kind of sitting there, you know, not doing anything, not paying me. You know, we need donations, man. We need support. We need financial backing, you know. So, like I said, what we do is we hustle like I ain't got nothing. That's what we do. We act like we're starting from scratch. We start completely over, basically, you know, metaphorically, of course, because we've already done everything and came so far. And we act like I don't have nothing and like, you know, we're just trying to whatever get by. And like I said, we need support from the public. I need every donation I can get. I need all the financial backing I can get. See, that's the thing. Like, they want to, act like they don't understand. You understand perfectly. That's what they want. They want you, oh, okay, well, you got a little something now. You should be happy with that. No, hell no. No, see, I want it all. You understand? That's the point of why I do this. See, I work hard for every dime I make. You understand? And like I said, it's the public's responsibility and their job to support me financially. I'm a content creator. I survive.
He's so ungrateful. He's like, they act like, oh, you got this, and that. You should be grateful for what you got. And he's like, no, I deserve more. I deserve everything.
Off donations. So I'm going to keep saying this until we get to that point where I'm really getting support from the public. You know what I mean? Like I said, we do everything, bro, all across the board, man. It's all right here, right? Come on, man. Digital fitness training, customized videos, $25. We do it all, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm trying to get into the mixtape circuit as well. Same thing. I think it's $25, right? Come on, bro. You know what I mean? We got to have people that really get involved in this and interact and show your support, man. We need all the money and finances that I could possibly get because I'm putting it all into this project and what I'm building and bettering my life. You understand? So, like, I'm telling you, man, I got the formula. I really do. I got the formula. I got the blueprint. You know why? Because I am the blueprint. You know why? Because God is the blueprint. A lot of you folks, you don't believe in yourself either. And that's a big major thing. I believe in myself. That's why I win. That's why I win, because I believe in myself. See, people don't get, I've been a champion my whole life. All I do is win. I believe in me every time. I don't care what it is, anything. I'm the best. You understand? Real talk. When Mike Tyson said, I'm the greatest and this and that, and I'm Jack Dempsey, I'm Sonny Liston. No, I'm the greatest. And I mean that. Yeah, I'm not taking no credit away from Mike Tyson. I give him his credit, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to him, much respect. But I'm the greatest, and I mean that. And I'm talking about for real. And the greatest, like I said, why am I the greatest? Because I'm like Rocky. I really keep bouncing back every time from all this impossible stuff over and over. There's never been anyone like me. And that's my only thing. When we get online, talk to me just like you would talk to me in front of me. Hold on. I'm the real story, all them depictions, Rocky, all that stuff is clear as day who it's about. Okay? All of it. All these stories about me, I'm the prophecy, homie. You understand? I've resurrected in front of you. So like I said, do you really think that any of these fake rappers or people you see on your TV screen or any of them, boxers, I don't care who it is, do you really believe that they've been through an inkling of what I have? Hell no. None of them. That's why I'm telling you, when they go through one thing, career over. Look at Jake Paul. Go through one thing, man, they're not built to handle nothing. See, you can't just lift weights and be a mason and he sold his soul to the devil and then think, oh, you're going to be this kind of tough guy. You notice how all them fake masons want to be tough? Because they want to be me, because they've been harvesting my energy since the beginning of time. And this is what a lot of you so-called women don't want to embrace. And I'm just telling you the truth. I'm the Messiah. I'm the center of the universe. I've had so-called women right in front of me tell me, I told them I'm the Messiah, straight up in front of them, told them. And then they were like, well, I can't believe that. That's fine. You reject that principle, then you reject God. So just remember that. And then you wonder why y'all are in the trailer park forever and not making no money and going nowhere. And this is facts. See, it's not even a laughing matter, like real talk. Like, I'm really the Messiah, bro. You don't have to believe it because it's not something that's up for discussion or about what you believe. It's just a fact. You feel that? So like I said, you better believe in me. You go against me, you go against God. You understand? I'm the son of God. You feel me? And this is why I resurrected right in front of you. This is why I'm doing everything I'm doing. And I really feel like I'm waking folks up in the public to the facts and reality of that. I think people are starting to really see it. I really do. I think they're starting to realize this dude's really for real. Like, and he's proved it, like, time and time again. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's not something you see every day. You know what I mean? Like, so like I said, you got to understand, I did this all with God, man. This is all because of God. I give all credit and glory to God. That's number one. At this point in the game, I need everyone to get behind me and support.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, my bad. I was... This lady just texted me. I haven't been paying attention at all. This lady texted me. She said she tripped over her dog at 2 a.m. in the darkness and snapped her femur bone in half, and it broke through her skin. like snapped her leg in half tripping over this dog at 2 a.m. Holy fuck, bro. That is crazy. I'm fucking dying.
Support me financially, and it's going to make everything happen. You know, support me the right way, but support me financially, because that's what's going to make it happen. You know, and the last thing I'm waiting on Christina, and I'm waiting on God, right? And I'm waiting to get the money, right? Because that's the last thing I need is the money. You understand? Because once I get the money and I get millions of dollars and I have the budget and the actual money that I've earned and I'm owed and I deserve, you know what I mean? Real talk, you know, and it's not about how I feel. I don't feel I'm entitled to nothing, but I've earned this money. I really have. And I definitely deserve it, just like my father.
Yeah, dude, it totally killed my buzz. I'm like freaking out. Just thinking about a broken leg. It's like that movie with who is it? Kevin Bacon, I think, and hold on, I'm gonna find it.
And my dad said, he said, if anyone deserves it, it's you. So when I get this money, right, not a if, but when, that's how confident I am. When I get all this money, I need people to understand something. That's the last part of the equation here. Do you understand that? Like I said, I'm going to be able to build my own suits. I'll get 3D printers. I'll go get the metal shaping machine. I'll go take the course on how to build my own, you know, prototypes and structures and suspension for vehicles. I can build my own fleet of vehicles. I can build my own Batmobiles. I can build my own tanks and tumblers. I can build my own Bat pods. We're talking about being able to communicate with military, even, no, anybody. I can talk with everybody I can. I can find out the knowledge, and what I do is I just use the knowledge for me, and I just expand on it. You understand? Right. I can look at aircraft.
There's a movie with John C. Reilly called The River Wild, where I watched this when I was like 7 years old, and this guy's leg just gets snapped in half. You see the bone coming through his leg, and it's just one of those things that, like, as a kid, kind of sticks with you. I'm gonna fucking show the poster here. Hold up. This movie.
Craft paneling. I can look at everything I need that's the strongest materials there is. I'm going to have full access to anything I want, basically. You understand? I mean, to an extent, but not really, because I'm going to figure it out. You have to understand, like, I'm really Neo in the Matrix, bro. You understand? So, like I said, once I get the money...
This is a good 90s movie. I mean, it's just like it's just a good 90s adventure crime movie.
Good luck, man, because I'm going to be able to do everything I want to do, you know, and like I said, I'm going to be building these bat suits, all new ones and everything, and like incorporating different elements, trying different things, literally building. It's going to be a lot of mechanic work, like actual mechanics. You understand? Like, y'all don't get, like, I'm obsessed with this stuff. Like, for real, all of it.
I know you're obsessed.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly the way it's depicted, because again, all the depictions are about me. I am the prophecy, brother. Y'all better wake up, man. So when you see him and you see what it is, and he's got his own garage, and he's got, everything going, and he's got the bat cave, right? Because that's how it's going to be, obviously. You understand? So the point of it is this, we're going to get it all moving. And when that time comes, when I get this bread and get this money,
it's not going to happen.
I don't even understand, bro. Like, you have any idea, bro? Like, if people are impressed right now, like, it's still something that people can kind of be like, wow, that's amazing, you know what I mean? And now I'm going to move on about my day. It's going to get to the point that everybody's just going to stop and stare. Like, I mean, we're talking about a real Batman here that, like I said, the minute I get the money, I'm going to fill out. I'm going to be huge.
Yeah, dog, as soon as I get these $18.8 million, I'm just going to get a bunch of muscles and fill out and be huge.
I'm going to probably even get stronger. It's going to be crazy to see. and witness, and I'm going to be really at work on these blocks doing the real thing. Okay, with no limitations and no limits, and I'm not really following rules or nothing. I mean, I'm following my own rules. I'm going to make good, conscious, calm decisions and make the right decisions, but I'm going into hiding, bro. God told me ahead of time already. If all this didn't happen for a reason, why would God tell me you going into hiding? This is word for word. These downloads and readings, that's how he talked to me. He told me, you're going into hiding. Why would I need to go into hiding? Because my purpose is greater, right? Because of what I do, because I put illegal organizations out of business, because I already defeated everyone and everything by myself. I'm doing God's work. You understand? For real. So that's my thing. Like, people don't understand. Like, they see me like, the seeing me stuff. I mean, you should really, really, consider yourself lucky that y'all still seeing me, because I'm something else. Like, my story is different, bro. Like, I'm going into hiding at some point, and I'm clearly going to have the money to do so. That's the thing. Like, people don't get it. That's what I do. Like, real talk. Yeah, I'm going into hiding. And like I said, Batman's just going to pop up and pop out when he wants and do what he wants and implement everything and manipulate and control everything. It's not manipulation. It's just I'm going to have full control. I'm going to do what I want. You feel me? It's going to be a lot of power. You know what I mean? And like I said, folks are just going to see it. Civilians are going to start witnessing Batman, right in front of them, and seeing Batman like the real thing, and they're going to be tripping, bro. You think in New York, do you know how New York's going to react when they hear? I mean, it's going to make the news at some point somewhere. I wouldn't care if it was Connecticut, New York, somewhere it's going to make the news. And they're going to be like, on the streets today, we have an actual Batman, and this Batman, blah, 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 did this and that and helped out the public. Everything I do is going to be for a good purpose, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about the media or none of that. Like, this is really happening, dude. That's what people don't understand. I'm the real deal, bro. You know what I mean? So everything in the depiction, even though some of it is scary or whatever, God got me. My journey is different than you. You know what I mean? A lot of your journey is, sitting there on Section 8 and playing video games forever. Which, I mean, is good in some way, because you don't have to worry about anything. You're not getting in any trouble, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Nothing against it, but I'm just saying, my prophecy is everything you've seen depicted. So you got to keep that in mind and pay attention to what actually happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm going into hiding, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's like, I'm going to be really, really moving around and active and doing what I'm doing as Batman. It's incredible. So that's what I'm saying. Once I get the money, it's game on, baby. And like I said, I'm focused on making a real difference and helping. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I'm focused on. You know what I mean? Anything else, it's irrelevant to me. That's what folks don't want to recognize or acknowledge, and now they have to. Brother, I'm focused. I have a job to do. You understand? That's all that matters to me. And Christina, she's all that matters to me, and I've made that very clear, and I've proven that. So what's up? Like I said, bro, it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious on here, so much unnecessary talking and typing for no reason. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, I'm the prophecy, bro. You know what I mean? God is using me for a larger purpose, just like my homies here tell me. People can see it, bro. So, like I said, I'm going to, continue to do God's will, continue to do God's work, and continue to listen to God and keep my eyes on God and stay focused. Feel me? 346 world records. Like I said, I'm the strongest man in the world. 100%. And like I said, I'm just barely getting started with everything I'm doing. Real talk. So I'll talk to you in a minute. You know what I mean? And that's about it. All right. We'll talk soon. Much love.
And there he goes. What an asshole. Fucking bullshit. Alright, well, we'll listen to listen to the rest of the shit he did last night at 2 a.m.
Easy thing to do, because
got about an hour and a half left.
when you're just a Braveheart, you do whatever the hell you want. That's what y'all can't understand.
Y'all gotta keep an eye on these cards for me because I'm feeding all the dogs.
So again, I'm going to repeat this. They're the ones that had Domination, who was a fake rapper on the street, and he wasn't about nothing, and he was jelly, of Maserati Fox. And they had him link up with Rick Ross. Rick Ross was he was previously a CO informant, meaning he was a fake, corrupt prison guard. The prison guards are bigger criminals than half the criminals in the jails and the prisons. That's the first order of business that you have to understand. So the feds, they were Jelly and Maserati Fox along with them, and they used Domination and Rick Ross. Rick Ross came in, put a battery in his back, and had Domination all hyped up against Maserati Fox. This is the same reason, I believe, why in the jail system they was doing what they was doing when I was in the jail. Because it came from the Red Triangles, and it came from the corrupt ties, right? You know, whatever, making DVDs, this fake stuff, whatever, with Maserati Fox. And they involved Rick Ross in that, and basically what happened is, Rick...
My bad, dude. These fucking dogs started biting each other over some food. Everything's all good, though.
Ross is a federal informant, just like Curtis Jackson 50 Cent is. So the feds came in, and then next thing we know, what happened? Go look it up and research what happened with Maserati Fox. That was because of the feds. So you think that they didn't do the same thing with Tupac and Biggie? What the feds do and what your government does is very clear, is they create the issues and pretend they're coming in to solve the problems. It's all like wrestling, it's fake. And then on top of that, they're who creates all this stuff. So they create the conflict just like they did, and they used it and milked it with the East Coast, West Coast thing. And Pac should have been paying more attention, in my opinion, as well as Biggie, to what was going on. That's what they do. You're not gangster for that. You're not tough for that. You're not even smart for that. It's just evil. That's it. You understand? I mean, like, they act like they're proud of it or something. And then that's what they do. And then they use the scapegoat. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know that these dudes ain't scapegoats? How do you know they're even guilty? Who has actual evidence that about anything concerning Keith D? I never even heard of that dude. The other dude was saying he was a gangster, and he was over there running and telling. He was a soldier boy running and telling. He was talking to the corrupt officials and telling on Pac. And Pac, you know, wasn't by himself. Pac had a whole entourage with him. So why don't we break it down and talk about the actual aspect of what's going on? It's like Mano said, and other people, I don't know if Mano said it, but somebody said it, and they said every time, they said the feds are responsible for all this stuff. I figured out the whole game, brother. So again, I'm the guy, right? And we operate above the feds, who's able to protect these rappers and protect civilians and protect people. You don't get, I've stumbled across a gold mine without trying because, well, guess what? People need to have someone like me. I'm like security, right? People need, protection, right? So guess what I do? I protect. So you don't get, I could charge top dollar for my services. Anyone can hire me as security. Justin Bieber, Daniel Larson, Jack Doherty, anyone. I'm the best security in the game. I'm Batman, bro. And I'm actually privy to what's going on and why these things happen. Right? Just like they say, well, the stuff with Jack Doherty might have been an inside job when he loses his chain and stuff like that. 100% it may be. His security don't even do nothing. I mean, what are you paying your security for? And then they lie and say they're making millions. He's not paying them no millions of dollars to stand there in a regular shirt. What are you talking about? Jack Doherty don't have millions of dollars. He's literally broke. He has no money. That's why he does these theatrics, and he's linking up with the other broke dude, Wes Watson, who just got caught driving a stolen vehicle. That's the truth. It's on camera. They get excuses made for them, and the system and the rules don't apply to them because they're Freemasons. They sold their soul. And the courtrooms, right, come from Masonry. They're not owned by Masons. You don't run nothing. It's just, that's what it is. Courtrooms represent Masonry. What do you mean? What you do is you're evil, and then worse, furthermore, you hide behind the name of God like most narcissists. You hide behind it, and y'all don't even believe in the real God. You understand? Like, what are you talking about? God, God supports people who are loving and caring and good people, not evil, wicked folks like this. I mean, tell me what I'm on. And that's what they do. They talk about God, but don't have any connection to him, and God is not on their side. That's the truth. And they all do the same thing. Jay-Z did the same thing and made his little statements with Pac after what happened, because that's what they do. They have no shame. They have no morals. They have no principles, and they have no respect, not only for others, but they don't have any respect for themselves. Jay-Z is a joke. Okay.
You're a
and
joke.
Like I said, he does the same thing that.
Dog, anybody, you just said anybody from Justin Bieber to Daniel Larson can hire me for security. Jay-Z is a joke.
Epstein does, and Trump's all over the Epstein files. The truth's out, buddy. It's all over the still images and the videos. I mean, there's video evidence of this. Everything is out public. Like I said, Kash Patel, from what I saw, was caught red-handed, and y'all don't want to talk about that. And I heard you dismiss that, of course, because the courtrooms are corrupt. We have a nation that we don't have a choice. It's just common sense. We have to stand up. And that's what folks see me doing, because I'm the general. I've been the general between good and evil forever. I'm the real general. I'm the leader of this. That's what you got to understand. This is really happening. So what do you mean? I mean, I care about people. I want to see rappers succeed and flourish. And what's crazy is I'm so important and needed and necessary, I'm going to have to be the one that protects these rappers and teaches them and leads them the right direction so they can, and helps them to actually build a career. All of them. Just like I stood up for Mike Brown and Eric Garner. Did we forget? Yeah, I could have helped people like King Vaughn. But see, that's the thing. People should have, had the right mindset. Bro, I see people every day wasting money, bro. Wasting money, bro. These folks will go buy 200 lottery tickets. It's like all that money you waste and you could have put in and invested into Batman, and I would have utilized it and used it to get this expanded immediately. And instead, these folks will just throw their money away, waste their money because they want to get rich and they really believe they're going to win the lottery. Let me tell you a secret about the lottery. It doesn't exist. Nobody's ever won the lottery. It's all lies. It's nonsense. And that's what you see on your media. Only sheep believe that the lottery exists. Let me tell you something about Las Vegas. There's never been a jackpot that's been won. Ever. In the history of time, have they ever paid a jackpot? You can look this up. It's public documented. It's public information. When people win jackpots, especially at slot machines, they never get paid. You can look at every scenario, every instance, they don't get paid. The way you make money is through blackjack out there and through actual casino games, and you get good enough where you learn it. And then what they do is what they did with me, right? They wrote down my social, they target me, and then I can't win a hand for literally 3,000 hands. That's what happened. Because guess what? I think the machines control the cards, and they're able to flip and move the deck underneath the table, and the cameras are watching, so they get to change the cards to make sure that you don't win. In other words, it's all rigged. So when they're not paying attention to you, yes, you can win because the game is being played fairly. But the minute they write down that social and they're watching because you're too good and you've done what no one else could, like me, that's when you're not going to be able to win at all. So what you have to do literally is you have to come in, like if I ever gamble again and do it again, I have to go in, win as much as possible within, I don't know, the matter of maybe a month, or a few weeks, depending on how quickly I move. And then I got to just stop completely and walk away and leave. You understand? That's the plan. So no, I didn't fail. I didn't lose any money there. I spent over 35 grand on my birthday and I had a great time. Okay. And I took risks and I did what I needed to do. And I was literally gambling for a living. That's something to admire and look up to. Okay. I was in the club with tons of money every day. I don't know what you're talking about. I was living a lifestyle that people only dream of. And I did all that starting with about 60 grand one time. And the other time I was only around 23. And I went from 5 grand to $23,000 in one day. I mean, what can you tell me, bro? Right? Can you imagine folks thinking they can tell my story, but I ain't never met you or seen you, and we've never had a conversation? Like, what, bro? There's not one detail of anything concerning me that's online or public, actually. Well, what do you mean? Nor regarding anything I own or my assets. No, it's not. There is no public knowledge of any of that. Y'all know nothing about me. What are you talking about? Like I said, folks can talk to me anytime in person, right? If you have a question, ask me. I'm the one who can give you an answer. Easy.
He is so fucking
funny,
stupid. Man. You don't just control the odds in blackjack, retard. And you don't even know how to count cards or odds or anything like that. Like, you're so fucking stupid. Even if you knew how to do all the immediate genius math it takes to actually do the percentage odds at winning blackjack, your percentages of winning are still like, you're so fucking stupid, dude.
So, like I said, that's what happened with all this rap stuff. Do you understand how smart I am? Do you have any? You vastly underestimate me, man. Do you have any clue what's going on here? Look, that's why they literally, I've got them to the point, bro. They don't even want to talk and have a conversation. But I don't run the internet. I'm not the king of this network, for real. Not like other people copying my words. I'm the king of this, for real. Y'all folks don't even want to talk to me or have a conversation. Y'all used to all come over here. There used to be tons of women over here. Everybody, what happened to that? What's up with you Masons? What's up with all you women that sell your soul and you're a puppet? Are you proud of that? That's what I want to know. You feel me? Yeah, y'all worry about so-called women. I ain't never cared. I ain't never have to spend a dime. I ain't never have to even take them to McDonald's. Women love me, homie, straight up. That's common sense. Look at me. I'm beautiful, brother. You feel me? These people get online and they feelings. Oh, well, I feel this way. So, right. And you are in your feelings all alone. It's hilarious. And nothing you type is going to change that. Just like it won't change the reality. You're not going to suddenly become me. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you know, like my accomplishments ain't going nowhere. They don't disappear because you say or type something. These people are hilarious, bro. What? Man. Yeah, they sent TJ to go work at Speakeasy to follow in my footsteps like it was some kind of basic formula. There was no formula, and I didn't make my money working at Speakeasy. I did make plenty of dough. Hell, there was nights I got good tip outs too. Yeah, I don't talk about that. Yeah, I don't talk about anything, bro. The dude that they were favoring, they were paying a higher wage, and he was the door guy, right? Remember all that? Remember? I used to tell him what to do, and he would get in his feelings about it because I was the bar back, and he would be slow about everything. And then he'd give me a ride after, and we'd talk about everything. Like, he was all right, but he was just being favored. And it's like, okay, favor who you want. What do I care? Who are you? You see the difference? I mean, do you own a mansion, an estate, and billions in equity? No. Okay, I mean, what do I care? They can favor you all you want. That's what these folks think. They think they win, and they talk about so-called women. Hell, there was so-called women talking to him, dealing with him. Did I care? No. And then he'd worry about it. Like, I'd say one word and have a conversation with him, and he'd act like I care. No, you care. That's why you're worried about it. It's called insecurities. I didn't care. I was there to get my tip out and get my money, man. I would love to go back into the bar industry to some extent, but I would want to do like that, like bar backing, not security. I don't want to go back to that, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, I might have to, but it's not the position I want to be in, truthfully. And I don't have to because, like I said, well, I don't know. It depends. Depends on how easy the money is. That's what people don't get. I'm like Jason Statham, but in reality, like the way he's always depicted. Like, I work jobs like that because that's what I'm good at. I'm the enforcer. That's what these people want to, they want to pretend about, but they know it's the truth. I've earned my respect, brother. Everybody respects me, man. Everybody shows mad love. It's like the Joker video said. It said, now you're being treated like royalty all of a sudden. Since when did this start happening? And it's about time. Ain't that the truth? So, no, I earned my respect. And like I said, I put Empower Network out of business. That scooter store, I basically put out of business. They had to go do business elsewhere. A whole bunch of other illegal organizations right before that, right? I've done a lot, bro. I've accomplished a whole lot, you know what I mean? And the red triangles, I've completely won and completely got all the evidence, and I've exposed everything publicly. And that ties into a whole corrupt network all across this nation and the world. So I would say I'm extremely good at my career and what I do, and I've completely won. So what do you mean? I mean, and like I said, yes, I have a whole bunch of settlements that are guaranteed to me, and there's no statute for stuff like this because it's it doesn't need to be explained. There's no statute. I'm in no rush. I'm in no hurry. Like I said, I don't know what you mean because, I have everything and everyone already in my pocket, literally. So what are you talking about? Everything with Christina and I is amazing and good. You understand? I mean, if I need anybody's opinion, I'll ask for your opinion. Have I asked for it? Like I said, Christina told me she's negotiated over $18.8 million. Sounds pretty positive to me. Last I checked. I mean, we've been good forever. I'm not after money and don't care. And I've been there for her every step of the way and went all the way to Minneapolis for her. It's clear what your intention is you want me in my feelings and you want to sway the way that I feel. because you see that what I'm, getting is my blessing, and that Christina is my blessing, and I'm getting who I love and what I deserve, and I'm going to be treated fairly and with love and compassion. And you just feel some way about that. That's fine. But again, did I ask for your opinion? I don't see you doing all that typing now. Exactly. Easy money. You know what I mean? Like, so like I said, we're going to continue to move forward, man. It's like, it's just hilarious, man. You know what I mean? Like every day we talk about different issues. Like I said, I just keep on winning, man. You know what I mean? I just keep on winning, and it's just hilarious how invested people are in my success. Truly, it's crazy. I'm not Justin Bieber. I'm not Drake. I didn't come up on Degrassi. Like, come on, bro. I built all my own stuff, bro. Everything I had to work hard for. I've worked my entire life since I was 16. I'm 36 years old, bro. I'm going to be 40 in 4 years, bro. My birthday is coming up July 21st of this next year. And March, April, May time is my 3-year anniversary as being the real Batman. Like, crime rates have lowered because of me. There's less corruption. Everything is being exposed publicly every day. Any little mistake they make, anything they do, I'm going public with. Like, I have a full-scale career now, and this is what I do for a living. And I get paid to do it, and I build and create my own budget. I'm a boss. Yeah, and why? Because I had the vision for it. I had a vision. I had a dream. Like Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. That's what he was talking about, because dreams are connected to creating reality, buddy. I had a dream, and it worked. And my dream worked, and I'm living my dreams. So how you feel? I know you and your feeling. You feel me? People is hilarious, man. They ain't got nothing to say, can't tell me nothing, and they just, feel some way about my success. I mean, that's great. That's what a lot of folks do. You know what I mean? You could be around folks and they don't even got to say much. You never heard that expression? I use it all the time, where I tell you folks be telling me how they feel without telling me. That's what a lot of people do. If you want to keep it real, keep it a buck, keep it a thou. That's what people do. People tell you how they feel without telling you if you pay attention. Just like these narcs telling themselves, like, I'm not concerned about how anybody feels, because narcissists don't control me or my money, and never could and never will. What do you mean? You Masons pay me. I control my budget and how much money I make. So what do you mean? I mean, you need to increase the pay wage, and you're going to have to. So what are you talking about? I ain't worried about nothing. Like, brother, trust me, I got a gold mine of money coming to me already. Everything's guaranteed because I already put in all the work. See what happens when you get busy and put work in instead of talking? Sure. Yeah, no, I got plenty of settlements coming to me. You're well aware of that. So, like I said, I mean, for me, it's just awesome, man. It's surreal. It's amazing. Yeah, folks is jelly, man, because I got a lot to be jelly of. And that's the thing. I just keep on building. And I know that money for the future is going to fix everything and renovate everything and rebuild everything. We're going to be like, we're going to literally be renovating everything.
I'm surprised he hasn't said normalcy yet.
You know what I mean? Like I said, folks can step up and help me right now. What I need is people who can drive. I'm always with Christina. I'm always loyal to Christina. I just need people to help me who are friends. I'm allowed to make friends. I'm allowed to talk to people, brother. Christina told you this in front of all you. What do you mean? I'm allowed to do what I need to do and run my business, no matter what that entails, as long as I'm doing the right thing, which I do, and she knows, so she trusts me. That's why you ain't feeling. It doesn't matter who it is. I need people who can drive, and I need people who actually know how to drive, would be important at this point. And I need folks that want to help me expand. I need folks that actually, run up to Austin and Dallas and San Antonio and these major cities who would work with me so I can go up there and have a vacation. See, that's the thing I don't understand. But see, it's got to be the right people. See, I look at people and I already dismiss everything with them. That's why some folks was in their feelings, just because I didn't want to be their friend. Because I see how you move and you don't move right, number one. And then number two, you have involvement with everything that I'm actively shutting down. You feel what I'm saying? And you jelly, and so jelly of me you can't see straight, and I can see it in your eyes every time you look at me, because you look evil as hell.
So jealous, dog.
Like, that's the thing. It has to be the right people who move correctly and move the right way. Like my one homie, for the most part, he moves pretty correct. I don't get it, bro. I told you the truth. I know what it is. I know that my homies, some of them, live off their parents. I know they getting money from their parents. Like, it's all good. What do I care? I don't care what people do. As long as you want to contribute and support and help me, and you try and you see my vision and you with it, that's all I care about. Ain't that what matters?
No one knows what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? God told me you're gonna get your life back, so I mean, He's gonna do it for me. That's what I'm saying. No, like, it's not that difficult, bro. I gotta make the right friends or a friend or something somehow. You know what I mean? No matter who it is, so that I can start doing these trips. I got my ID.
I have got to find somebody to mooch off of, dog.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Y'all want me to make it a big deal to go to Austin. Bro, it's Austin, bro. That's the thing. You just go up, I check it out real quick, and we come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, I don't have money like that to be paying for hotels, paying for bus tickets and bus fare. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all just, the things you say are hilarious to me. You act like it's easy to move around or something. Like, no, bro, people ain't even got no money these days.
They don't have money.
Ain't got no money. Folks ain't doing nothing, bro. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, no, I'd rather stay here and make the most of it here.
Doing nothing.
You know what I mean? Like, all I got to figure out is how to get back and forth a little bit easier, a lot bit easier and quicker, right? We got plenty in town. Hell, they building a new Buffalo Wild Wings down here. I wonder if it's already finished. You know what I mean? That's all I got to figure out is how to move around at night. You know what I mean? And do what I need to do and be able to get back where I need to be. That's always been the difficult part. And that just requires somebody who drives and knows how to drive and actually wants to help. I want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch football games and have a drink and kick.
You see, do you see how you're worthless? See that you can't provide any of those services to anyone else? That's why nobody wants to hang with you. Because if they give you a ride, you can't provide back for them another ride. If they bring you to Buffalo Wild Wings, when are you going to bring them to Buffalo Wild Wings? Never. Never. You're so stupid you can't provide anything for anyone else. And no one cares to have you around. You're worthless. And you're annoying. And you suck.
Back and chill and make my videos and make money off that. You know what I mean? And get my content. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's all I care about. I just want to have places I can do what I need to do at. I would love to go up to Austin, but do I want to pay out of pocket for a bus ticket and then have to spend more to come back? It used to be cheap. It ain't cheap no more. By the way, how come they don't just have a cheap bus line that runs from here to Austin? Because that's what they should have had. That don't even make no sense to me. You understand? Like, that's the thing. Like, folks really don't get it. Like, y'all be mad confusing, man. Y'all don't be talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it that difficult if all of them got spots in Austin? They either owned a home, meaning they got some money because the homes are valued so high there if you own one from back in the day. So if you don't have money, they can turn around and sell it. They'll get $300,000 for a shack. You understand? My mansion and estate, all my assets and equity have been way better than theirs, but they'll get more money than what I got for a 50-acre property just because, oh, it's in Austin because of the location. Real estate doesn't even make any sense. And that's not a mistake. That's not a failure. That's just the way real estate works. It's called reality, buddy. You know what you have a hard time comprehending and accepting. So, yeah, like I said, they all got spots because they all grew up there. And I grew up there too, but I wasn't from there like that. You know, I was from the country. I was out there in Calvert Cameron area near Tyler, Texas. I'm a cowboy. I'm an outsider when it comes to Austin. That's what y'all don't understand. Just like I'm an outsider here, but they've accepted me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, like I need help and people who want to build this the right way, but you have to be someone I trust. If you moving too fast and you like, let's do this, let's go work this job, let's drive over here. I can't do that. I got to know exactly who you are. You got to move on my terms. I need to be in charge of somewhat of what's going on. That's what people don't get. I've had people that drive me around before. It ain't nothing. I used to do that in Lytle and San Antonio. Remember, I had to. You know what I mean? And then one of them was the same way. He was jelly, and I told him what it was, and, you know, that was it. And I kept it moving. Like, what are you talking about? Like I said, I paid for that trailer. I bought it. I owned it. I paid the rent about a year ahead of time. I was out there every day, even when the AC didn't work, and it was the middle of the summer. Figured out how to open the little windows on it because the first day was scary as hell, and I still got through it. I've been through things that, you know, most people couldn't even fathom or imagine.
Time to smoke more weed, dog. We gotta smoke a gigantic bowl of weed right now.
Okay, so what do you mean? I had 3 vehicles out there, you remember, paid for cash. I figured out how to do everything. I hustled and I got myself out that situation, right? And it was a pretty good situation because I had to stay mobile and keep moving. And I was doing trips back and forth to Austin. What are you talking about? Like, brother, I've been a boss. You understand? Real talk. I had a MacBook at that time. I was recording on it. Remember I made all them songs? Singles? Remember I was getting the hotel room? I always stayed at that Days Inn right there. They know me personally. Like, what are you talking about? I knew the family that owned it, bro. So I'd stay in that Days Inn all the time, and I'd pay for that on top of everything else. I had my cowboy hat and everything, and my Mercedes E-Class, which I still own, right? And they're supposed to have it for me over there.
My Mercedes E-Class.
What are you talking about?
My gay-ass cowboy hat.
Like, these folks don't want to acknowledge basic reality. I got like 4 cars in my car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. I own that. One of them's a Porsche. I paid $25,000 for it. I've been the same dude forever. Like I said, there's dudes walking around Brownsville that said, "Oh, Ty, I mess with you heavy. I respect you. I got love for you." Because, like I said, I gave him a Gucci bucket hat that cost what, $3,000 to $5,000. Like it ain't nothing. Just gave it to him.
Oh wait, Smuggy.
Can't make up who I am and how I get down. And we was having conversations when I was staying in like the hotels up there in Harlingen, paying top dollar, like $3,000-$4,000 a month. Remember, and doing shows, and y'all had these people on here trying to do the same thing with the same weird energy, wasting your time. And I was making money and I was going through things at the time, but I had a ton of money. I was doing whatever I want. Remember? I was just going through it, so like it was hard for me to focus on other stuff. That's what y'all do.
I think that counts as talks about past bank accounts.
Don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about how much I've been through because you know it's incredible. You know what I mean? What I've survived, what I've bounced back from. Like, you know, no one could explain how I'm as with it as I am, especially with what I just went through again recently. I just survived the impossible again. Like, you understand, my name don't just ring bells. I've gotten busy and active everywhere. Like I said, there's not a block out here that I can't walk down that I ain't gotten busy on for real. So, and that's just one perspective of it. There's not a city or state across the map in the U.S. almost that you ain't heard about me. I don't got to get on here and say lies or make myself feel better or tell stories or fables or make up things because I'm really that.
All right. Horza, you're getting dangerously close with "I'm a grown man." I noticed I missed a couple points on your card, but if you get "I'm a grown man," I'll send you $20. And if he says "I'm half Mexican," then I'm keeping everything. Smuggy, you still have a couple spaces. TT, you have Divine Court because I missed. Someone says I missed one, so you just have one more. This game's getting pretty tight, y'all. Everybody, I hope you're paying attention. Look at these spaces. We're getting pretty tight.
Like I said, I went to college in North Carolina on the coast in Charlotte. I know what Charlotte about. Pretty much nothing. Right? I used to go to the little buffets and eat. They had a salad buffet with some great pasta. I miss it. Right? They had the seafood buffet out there in Myrtle Beach. That's what I would get excited to go to Myrtle Beach just for that. I'd go out there and walk on the decks out there. I'd go to Steak and Shake and I'd always give the dude my new CD. And he would always say he wanted me to record it angrier, like the way Eminem does. And so I would go back and I'd listen to him and I'd go record it like that. And then I'd keep coming back with like a different kind of album every single time. And then at some point I just realized like, all right, like I got to stop listening to this dude because he just not making any sense. That's what I'm saying. People be on whatever they on. So what? Why do they act like it's a big deal?
Shout out to Charlotte, dog.
Why is it such a big deal about like little games and stuff? Brother, no one cares. That's basic stuff. See, you're too focused on things that aren't to be focused on. That's like him. I'm sure he might have just kept saying that every time. I don't know. Maybe he thought it was funny. But me, I was producing music out of it and utilizing what he said, and it was helping me. I was selling albums. I'd go out there. People be going to the bars and clubs. I would go out there for a little bit. And
I think Horza's got this, dog. Horza, you have one more space, and it's very common for him to say, "I'm a grown man." I think Horza's got it.
Be like, I'm not feeling it. I was never too big on crowds, and I never, like being at bars that much. It's just not my thing. That's a narcissist thing because all they do is drink. That's not my thing. I've never been like that. So like I said, I'd go to the Steak and Shake. I'd go out, look around. Like I'd walk all over that pier. It was beautiful out there. That pier is beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'd go to the clubs. I'd go to the club at night. There was a club right there. I remember the dude had long hair like I got now, who was working security outside, like the door dude, the door guy. And you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to go in that club like all the time, bro. I'd have my chain on, I'd have my beanie on that said I plead the fifth and stuff like that. And I was rapping and I was working on tracks and selling CDs that was similar to like that track Papoose recorded, Alphabetical, you know what?
I was out there with my hat that said I plead the fifth on it, and I was out there selling my CDs. It sounds like you were trying really hard and no one was fucking with you because they knew you looked like a scared little faggot. Selling your little burn CDs. Get the fuck out of here. Your music sucks and you're gay.
Like, you don't get, like, I'm really getting back on my rap thing. You know what I mean? It
You're
just,
40
everybody
years
knows,
old.
like, it took me a minute.
You are 40 fucking years old. You are not getting back on your rap game. You suck.
Because I'm a human being. Like, that's my thing. I talk to people who acknowledge my feelings and that I'm a human being, that I can take time to myself. And when I'm going through something, I'm going through something. You understand? Anything else, I don't even accept. What you tolerate is what will continue. Tell me when I'm lying. I've been all over Florida. I've been.
If you're 40 and you could rap before, like if you were good at rapping in the past, you could get back into rap whenever the fuck you want. But if you're 40 years old now and you still suck at rap, you're like, I'm about to get back into the rap game. No, dude, nobody's asking for that. Shut up.
Been in all the haunted houses. I've been in the mirror maze. I've drank Dad's root beer. I went to.
Dog, you people, you've never drank Dad's root beer. You've never been to a haunted house. I've lived life, dog. You people just sit at home all day drinking water, watching The Simpsons, doing nothing.
You can't.
Let's talk.
What you tolerate is what will continue. Tell me when I'm lying. I've been all over Florida. I've been in all the haunted houses. I've been in the mirror maze. I've drank Dad's root beer. I went to Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball camp and won the award finally one time because they never wanted to give it to me, and I was the best every camp. I've trained with the best baseball players this country ever produced.
Have you people ever drank root beer? No! Only me!
I know all the shortstops come from the Dominican Republic because they have to come up poor with no money and they have to field baseball with milk cartons, bro. Do you understand what I come from and how much I know? Like, you can't be serious. My dad trained me to be the best shortstop of all time. I'm better than Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. I'm telling you that comfortably. It's not even comparable how much better I am. And I literally can bat left and right, bro. Are you serious? Like I said, they called me Woody in Little League because I used a wood bat. Everybody else used aluminum, and I had the most hits in the entire Western Hills Little League.
I am such a switch hitter, dog. I am the best switch hitter there ever was in this game, dog. I could switch hit every time, dog.
Western Hills Little League is the only league that filters into Westlake High School, buddy. I'm the champ, okay? I'm who could have been the starting basketball player and point guard, not TJ Ford. Because I'm better than TJ Ford. TJ Ford can jump. He could jump a little better than me, but he ain't as quick as me. I'm better than him. That's just the truth. You feel what I'm saying? I love it. I absolutely love it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I realize that folks like that, they afraid of my potential. Brother, I've already lived up to my potential 8 million times. You already know it's a given that I'm going to continue to do it. You see what I'm saying? So you can feel any way, but I want to talk facts. I've been all through Cape Coral. I've been through all them different cities, driving and going to restaurants out in Florida by myself. I held my own hard body in the hood. I lived in my vehicle on my truck, right? The one church put me in that hood in the projects where we had no lights and we had cold running water, right? What do you mean? I made it out of that. I made it out of every situation I was ever in. I made it out the hood several times. What are you talking about? No, you didn't. And
then why are you still sleeping homeless in a shelter somewhere? God knows where you're staying.
Always attracted to the hood. I always go to the hood just like I was all in the hoods in Atlanta. In Atlanta, when I was in Atlanta, I was very involved with the hood and ghetto. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, I mean, to an actual real street degree. And I was a young dude, you know what I mean? And like, I learned so much, and I was in the actual environment, and all I did was listen to Tupac and study Pac. That's how I know so much. And then I'd come back and record, because like I said, I was paying over $400 for rent with my roommate that worked heating and air, right? And then they had the house in the back, right? And then they had the pool in the back. So I'd go swim, right? And at the time, you know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, it's just the truth. I met a lot of women in Atlanta.
I had a pool. I'd go swimming. I could go swim.
So most of my time was being spent around women. Then I worked at Hollister, and I was folding clothes in there. And the boss was weird. He was a narcissist. He was on some fake stuff, trying to act tough. Not like in that way, but just weird. You know, and I ignored that. I worked there for a short time. I kept it moving. I worked construction out there. The guys who were older than me got me started rapping. I used to go to Marco Thompson's house in Powder Springs and go record with him and John. What are you talking about? John had this thing called the Johann Isaac Project. He was trying to start a clothing line. This is a grown man, mind you. He had the printing and press, and he was actually selling clothes. He taught me a lot of things about the hood and the ghetto and about how to just be strong and stand on your own. That's what you don't get. All this game don't come from only me. It comes from real reputable people. Marco Thompson was banned from the entire state of Pennsylvania. I came up with real criminals and thugs and gangsters.
Marco Thompson sounds like another asshole. He's banned from the entire state of Pennsylvania. And this is a hero of yours?
We're not the same. I was raised by them.
You're an idiot.
I was taught by them. The same way they talked about with Frank Lucas. They said he was Bumpy's driver. There's no way that he could become this. They said, no, if he was Bumpy's driver, he was listening to Bumpy every day. Bumpy was teaching him everything he knew. Do you not get the point here? You're dealing with an all-out, full-fledged actual gangster who's been taught by the streets by the biggest gangsters in the history of time.
Have you heard my dissertation of American Gangster? I know what I'm talking about.
Okay? And I walk between cultures, worlds, and dimensions. So I have the best of every world. Do you understand that? I know the real ones down here. I know the real ones in Atlanta. I know the real ones everywhere. And they all respect me.
You don't know what's going on anywhere.
You see the point? I'm the original, real Don Dada and boss. You already know about this. So that's the thing. We're not the same. You know what I mean? And like I said, Marco Thompson, all he used to do was produce and work on music, and he never got the credit he deserved because he's one of the best producers I've ever witnessed and seen. He helped me with my first single, Unstoppable, after all that stuff happened in the club in Wild Bill's, right? Which I think was an inside job with their security.
I wish you would just say I'm half Mexican.
And I survived that, and I got right back up and was ready to go. And folks ran, and then I addressed everyone, and it was the same thing. I won. So what do you mean? I win no matter what. That's what folks don't get. I'm going to win no matter what because I'm a real man. You understand? People, I think it's funny how you try to reshape every situation as if it's the opposite, right? Like, you literally try to take wins and make them a loss. It doesn't work that way. A win is just a win all across the board. You can't change it. These folks are in their feelings because they see the energy and aura around me and that I shine and everything I do is just beautiful. So they get online and they want to start talking and typing. I mean, is there any way to change the fact that I'm beautiful, handsome, and amazing? No. I'm amazing. That's what you're doing. You're trying to take some fake energy and project that. What is that? That's your energy. That's how things are for you. My life is beautiful. You have to understand, bro.
My life is beautiful.
That's not a wise thing to do. And then they wonder why they never succeed. Then they wonder why anything that they try never works out for them. Come on, bro. Proof is in the pudding, baby. Your attitude really does measure your latitude. If you change your attitude, right, and you have the right attitude, you'll get a lot farther. You'll do a lot better. Maybe you should hire me as your strength and fitness coach so I can motivate you and teach you. You ever think of that? Maybe you should actually utilize your money instead of wasting it every day on nonsense. Yeah. All these people on here are people who I could help. All these people need my help. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say that's the bad guy. So what that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide it. Everybody make way. There's a bad guy coming through. That's the thing, bro. Everything them fake rappers wanted to be and portrayed that they ain't, I'm the real deal, Holyfield. All the music they make is about the lifestyle I've lived because I had the heart to do all the stuff they rap about. And no, I'm not kidding. I came up hard. The stuff DMX was rapping about, I was actually in the street doing. What do you mean, brother? How do you think I survived in all these places and came up? Like, bro, do you know how rough it was in Cape Coral? I used to go out to Fort Myers and everything. You don't know about me, bro. Clearly, you ain't looked up my name and looked at my actual history in the street. Clearly, you don't have a clue who I am. That's why it's funny, because they know it's real. They know about me. People want to front and pretend. They know about me. Y'all know all about me, right? Because it's easy to find, because all you got to do is ask about me. Yeah, like I said, there ain't a place I ain't been the boss at. Tarpon Springs, I'm the boss there. Clearwater, I'm the boss there. What do you mean? Newport Richie, I'm the boss there. What are you talking about? I had friends in Newport Richie. Used to go over there sometime. Like, ain't none of these places special. It's pretty much the same setup everywhere you go and the same stuff. And everybody talks. That's all. Like, what do you mean? Like I said, I came up in the hood in Tarpon Springs. We used to go through the circle all the time. I used to pull up in the circle like, what's goody? You understand how gangsta I am? Like, for real? Like, that's what I'm saying. Folks, it's funny, man. Like, we don't move the same. We don't think the same. We for sure don't walk the same. We don't walk the same walk. So what's up? I ain't never, ever been anything but real. I ain't never done anything but get results and help people, man. You better get real, bro. Like, it's such a big deal for someone to do what they want to do. Like, I live life the way I want to live it. I ain't asking you permission or how you feel. Like, what? That's what they do. Oh, I want to volunteer my opinion. Well, you do that with someone else, because I'm from the country. We don't play that, brother. Dude, can you imagine? Oh, well, you're supposed to sit there and not be phased. I'm not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to do your job. You work off my tax dollars. You crazy, homie?
Oh, yeah.
What? What people supposed to do is mind their business.
Yeah, HP Warcraft. This dude is a fucking... He's a total retard. He's unbelievable levels of just... He's so far behind. It's incredible. It's like looking at a different species, really. Like, he's not even human. Like, I don't consider Tyree Sneed a human. He really is like a subhuman mongoloid species that he may have been useful to society like 50,000 years ago, but in today's world, he's just it's absolute nonsense.
Business and worry about them. Why don't you succeed? Get a better job. See what I'm saying? That's my point. That's what people do. They want a scapegoat. It ain't me, brother. I'm a seasoned veteran in this game. Are you serious? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why folks be so in their feelings, because they're like, man, he's unfazed and completely unbothered. Yeah, because I don't care. I'm a grown man. People can say what they want, do what they want. So what? And I'm doing what I want every day. I'm going to do what I want every day right in front of you. What's up? Exactly. Like, that's what I realized. Like, it's so clear to just see the weakness. Like, you can hear it. You can see it in what they type. Like, what? Yeah, like, it ain't nothing but strength over here, homie. When I communicate strength. You understand? All I am is strength. I help people. That's the thing. I don't do that fear-based stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't process that. My system can't even handle it, because that ain't me.
Yo, dude, did you just win? He said I gotta grow. He did say I'm a grown man. Horza. Horza just won the longest game in Sneedgo history. About to cash up you. I'll send you $25, bro. Let's play some victory music real quick. Where did my victory music go, dog? Well, whatever. We'll play some. Hold on. Yeah, dog. Horza just won $25 in the Sneed Go Challenge. Holy shit. What a long ass game. Going on like, I don't know how much, 7 or 8 hours. From today's stream and the stream we did on Christmas Day combined is how long it took to get this win going in place. So, congratulations to Horza. Good job, dog. We stuck it out, and you won $25. I'll send it to you right now.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I'm like Superman. You know what I mean? They looking for my kryptonite. I don't have any kryptonite, buddy. Dead. You understand? Like, what? Nah, I just don't tolerate nonsense. Yeah, so like I said, that's my whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? A dude told me that the first time I was in jail over here. He was like, you sound like you're Superman. He was like, and basically, you know, she seems like she's the kryptonite. And I mean, he was saying the truth at that time, right? Because of all the corrupt stuff that she did. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to charge my phone for a second, and I'll send you 25 big ones for Horza.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I had folks who were supposed to be close to me, who was supposed to be helping me, and they loved me so much and all that, and they was doing everything they could behind my back because they didn't want to see me win. Even if I gave them thousands of dollars for free, helped everyone around them and them, gave them everything they wanted, and still they was behind my back because they was jelly because I was buying cars like going to the grocery store. What do you mean? I've learned my lessons easily. That was never nothing but a positive because that was something that taught me something. That was a learning experience. You understand? What do you mean? Like, and then people talk about money. I didn't give people money all the time. That was a, very rare occurrence. I didn't even buy people stuff all the time.
Your money to
I helped the people that I wanted to help. It wasn't about just them. Whatever they was on, I figured it out real quick. I traveled all across the state. I met plenty of women. That's why they was in their feelings, because I told them straight up. What do you mean? If you're going to dance around and not be around me, yeah, I'm going to go out and meet women. That's common sense, right? Like, what? You understand? Like, that's the thing people don't get. I get what I want and who I want. I'm going to do what I want. See, all this fake stuff you on here, you looking for control, but all them things you entertaining, they don't exist. It's unplausible. That's why I'm not concerned. You can say this, you can say whatever, you can type whatever, but none of it exists. I'm just waiting for people to actually make a statement that we can actually discuss and talk about. That's all. Yeah. I'm not the Wofford's, brother. I ain't going through it like that. I'll tell you one thing, bro. Like, there ain't been too many times that I've ever been, on the side of the highway like that with a vehicle that's broken down and ain't running ever. That's why when I travel, I always make sure I got plenty of money, because I ain't never going to be like that where you got to leave a car behind or something. Like that sucks, bro. Like, I've been in some positions like that, but not like that. It's different than that. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. Like, that's the thing. I make sure that I got money. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, y'all just do bad business. Like, brother, there's things that I could own and I attained and paid cash for that I should own right now that I don't, because other people just made mistakes or they did it on purpose. Like, some people just don't do good business. That's what I've learned. So, like, I'm very, very careful now about anyone I do business with. Extremely careful. And, like, I want to plan everything out ahead of time and make sure you do it all right. Because I've had people really make mistakes just with riding and sign the wrong place, and then I lose out on something I paid over $1,000 for. You understand me? Yeah. And I've done nothing but be a man and a gangster about it and stand on business. Remember? Mm-hmm. So what do you mean? Like I said, I've done my thing all over the 50 states. I've been the tough guy for real. All these stories people want to make up and talk, I'm the one who can talk them. I'm the street dude. Y'all want to talk about No Jumper? There ain't one guest on No Jumper that's ever been on there that's anywhere near as tough as me. There ain't one person that's more thorough in the streets. I'm the most thorough street dude in all of time and existence, literally all over this nation. That's the truth. Because everywhere I was at, I got busy. I didn't make excuses. You know what I mean? I had to survive in them Florida hoods for real, hard body by myself, bro. I'm the real deal, real gangster. You know what I mean? That's what people, and they know it. They can hear the minute I talk and they see my energy in front of them. They're like, man, that's crazy, bro. Like, real talk. I'm on that real energy. You know what I mean? Like I said, them same hoods in Florida is the same when all that stuff happened with Extension. The hoods I come from in Florida, boy, they real as it gets. Now they just different because they cleaned up all the projects. I was 16 when I was in them. That's when everything was active and really happening. After that, they cleaned them all up and made them renovated projects almost like suburbs, bro. You better do your research. When I was out there, it was a literal jungle out there, homie. That's what you don't want to talk about and don't get. I was still, getting good haircuts and getting high fades and running around looking like, like T.I. basically, but better because I look a lot better than that little homie. Listening to Bobby Creekwater talking about Bobby Creek in my red Ford F-150, going all over Florida and doing what I want to do. What do you mean? I had churches everywhere trying to get me to go to these different spots. In Dallas, it was the same thing. I went into one church. One of the so-called women was talking about, I've been waiting for you forever, Tyree. I was like, oh my goodness. And y'all be so worried about whatever, trying to profile someone, label someone, this and that, say this about someone. Like, brother, just worry about your business. You understand? No one cares, bro. Like, I'm from the wild, wild west, bro. We're cowboys and outlaws, bro. We don't see things the way you do, first of all. So you got to ask first for our opinion before you just pass false judgment. Nobody cares, brother. We don't follow the rules you follow. I don't look at things the way y'all look at it. Straight up, I just don't. I don't have any rules to follow. I do what I want. I don't see the world the way you do, and your perception is very jaded. So what are you talking about? And I noticed, too, something. Y'all sure have an issue with true love. I've really noticed that. I mean, even the Rockefellers had a son that claimed he fell in love with someone. Y'all ain't talking about him. So what do you mean? I mean,
all
people
right.
who fall in love, at least they live.
Horza has elected to keep it in the pot, so the next game will start at $25 by default.
In life, I respect that. I don't care what they do. I don't care how you see it. At least they're wanting to fall in love and wanting to live life, and they're not afraid of it. You understand? I have more respect for half these people who go through it and you want to label and this and that, and all y'all want to label because you're on here projecting. Because everything you want to say about someone is what you're guilty of, and it's so obvious it's unreal. And the minute this federal lawsuit get taken to Supreme Court, it's all going to come out, buddy. And then what are you going to do? Because then you're not going to be able to hide behind these channel names on here anymore, because y'all been hiding behind these computer screens for the past 20 plus years, homie. Been a lot longer than that. Y'all been doing this for a minute and ain't accomplished nothing, man. They want to sit there and tout and act proud of something. I mean, there's not one of you illegal organizations that have accomplished one thing. I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? It's hilarious, bro. I run the streets and I run everything. I've won all across the board. So yeah, like I said, I was up there in Albany, New York City. I already told you what it is. We run everything everywhere. What are you talking about? I was playing street ball out on them courts in New York City. I think I was in Harlem. Right? I went straight to Jamaica, Queens. I was recording tracks. I've experienced everything. I was meeting women in New York. I was spending my time around women. Everywhere I go, I spent my time around women. Do you understand that? Like, and what do you think? Like, we just sit around and read books or something, or what? Is that what you think? We just sit there and we watch South Park together? That's how y'all do things. That's how y'all do things. Yeah, I was meeting women in New York. Met women all over Georgia, all over Atlanta. Like, well, I couldn't even walk down the street in downtown Atlanta without them making some kind of comment about me being a cowboy and whatever, this and that. And you know what Atlanta is and how Atlanta is. What do you mean? Yeah, they was attracted to me even in Atlanta. Matter of fact, to keep it real, they all were. Even in New York. New York, I was driving around. I looked like the transporter. I was in real good shape like I am now. And I had like a blue collared shirt with short sleeves. So I'm looking kind of preppy and real nice. And I'm clean cut. And man, I pulled up in New York to one of them diners for a minute, or a gas station to get some gas. There was this blonde white chick walking into a hotel, and she was trying to holler at me. She wouldn't give it up either. She was like, hey, and trying to talk to me. And I was busy. I was trying to get gas and get going. You know what I mean? That's what people don't get. They be on here talking about this and that. I mean, come on, bro. You trying to compare apples to oranges here. I mean, you talking about a dude like Rob Rack that ain't never been anywhere or done nothing and spent, most of his time in prison. You know what I mean? I've been all over the country. I've had women pursue me all over this country. You understand? Like, I mean, keeping it real, bro. I mean, I've met different women to the point that it was every single day or every like over and over again within a week, month. Like, are you serious, bro? I've been to the point that I've met different women, quote unquote, all within the same day, literally. Like, are you serious, bro? You really talking to me about any of this? This is crazy. Like, what? Like, all that stuff is crazy to me, man. Like, real talk, how they didn't even want to believe me when I told them the reality of everything. Like, all these Instagram models, bro, I've already been with. I've already dated them, bro. Alexis Texas couldn't even deal with me or handle me. It's the truth. What? You better be serious. Yeah, real talk, bro. Like, are you serious? Alexis Texas was like, whoa, like, real talk. So, I mean, when you got someone like that, that's in that career field or whatever and does what the hell she do, I mean, you can't be serious. You trying to compare us? I mean, like, what? Are you serious? Like, you know what I mean? If that doesn't tell you something, I give up, man. That's what I'm saying. You be talking about so-called women. Let me let you know something about so-called women. They don't pursue me because they can't see too well. That's reality. It's not my problem that so-called women's prerogative ain't right and that they don't know what's going on or what's standing in front of them. It's not my problem that they all want to sit around and play backgammon all day. I'm not worried about the fact that women like to play badminton now more than they like men. That's why y'all so funny to me, because y'all be really acting like you saying something to me or making a point. Like, you understand all I used to do in Atlanta is go out to the club every single night. That's why my roommate was like, yeah, you were always up all night. Well, yeah, because I'd go to the club. I wouldn't get back home till like 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6 in the morning. I'd grab Steak and Shake, eat me, what do they call them? Patty melt. Man, they're so delicious out there. Them Steak and Shake patty melts, man, you can't get no better than that. And I'd go to bed and I'd sleep all day and wake up and I'd put on my nice collared shirt, put it in the dryer, get it all flat and nice. And I'd go right back to the club again. I used to have chicks waiting on me at the club. I used to leave out the club with a different chick every single night, bro. Is you crazy, son? Why y'all so funny to me?
They probably thought you were like methed out or something, bro, because you never sleep. You just stay up talking all night.
Because y'all be really acting like you saying something to me or making a point. Like, I used to go in the club like I was Tom Cruise. Literally, I couldn't even dance. All I had to do was pretend I could dance. And literally, I'd have about 4 chicks on a dance floor trying to holler at me. Literally, bro. You serious right now? Do you know who you talking to and dealing with? What?
Total retard.
Talk about California and Los Angeles and don't know that I came up in all the real sets and the original intent in Los Angeles. I'm literally the creator and founder of it. Yeah, all of it. All that stuff y'all talk about in rep, I'm the who invented it. Literally, I was there when I was a little kid, bro. That's what y'all don't get, bro, in the real actual sets. Y'all is funny as hell to me, bro. Y'all don't even know who you talking to still. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my only thing. Like, if you're gonna speak to me, just make sure you put some respect on my name and talk to me the right way. I'm clearly a boss. You feel me? It don't get no bossier than me. Real talk, it don't get, I'm a boss, because I'm bossy. I'm the one y'all love to hate. If I want, I'll go buy some roller skates. Because I'm bossy. Ought to be my theme song. It sure was that one by Slim Thug when I used to play baseball in high school. I'd come through, I'd walk up to the plate, right? That's what they call it. It'd be playing. I blah blah like a boss. Like a boss. Stack knots like a boss. On top like a boss. Pay the cost like a boss. I floss like a boss. Real talk, that's what we'd play, and then I'd go up and like hit the game-winning triple and then hit the next triple and completely win and break open the game. You know what I mean? Like, we won against Hannah down here, and I had an ex that went to Hannah at the time, and she came up and gave me a fake hug, and I know she was mad as hell because I won against them. I defeated them. I was playing for St. Joe. We won. Real talk. So she was trying to hide the envy and the jealousy. That's the fact. People don't get, I did a number, man. Anytime I came through, we used to play against that one place called MMA down here or something. It's a military academy. And every time I played against them, I had their number. Every time. I don't know what it was. They had some dude that looked like he was like 6'7" too. And he would try to talk greasy to me. Right. And it was just clear as day. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? You like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? And man, I'd come up against him in them games and make him look silly every time. I was winning, I'd be scoring, and I'd get the foul and then get on the free throw line and score again when it was a home game. Every time we played at MMA, I mean, I must have made every 3-pointer possible. It was like I couldn't miss. Every time I was their worst nightmare. Like, MMA was like, this dude is ridiculous, bro, every single time. And all that stuff come from God. That's the truth. I played in the games in Tarpon Springs. The whole building would be cheering for me. Like, everybody knew who I was, bro. Like, come on, bro. It's absolutely incredible that I ain't playing for a college, playing college ball right now, that I'm not playing D1 basketball. And that might be what's coming next, to be honest. I might have to get back into it too, like I said. But I mean, the skill is there, the skill level, but I might start getting back to playing. But that's the thing. Like, what do I want to play out here for? You know what I mean? Like, nah, like, people are all right, but for the most part, it's scrubs, and I'm just going to keep it real, and it's a waste of my time because I don't got any time to do anything but be positive and keep moving forward and progressing. You see what I'm saying? I could do it. I mean, I don't know. I'd be getting paid to do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the right atmosphere for it, but I'll see. You know what I mean? All in good time. We'll figure it out. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep on telling you who I am for real, bro. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't get it, bro. Like I said, like, I've done it all. I've had to live in my car, live in my truck. I've made it all the way through the whole state of Florida by myself with no money, just being resourceful and hustling. I've done it all, bro. Y'all don't get it, man. I've been through it for real. I know what it's like in the street. I know what it's like to really, have to take risks out in the street in reality, and put everything on the line to get something done and to progress or to try to even get by. I know what survival all about. That's what people don't get. I manually did everything. When I was in Cape Coral, I just ventured out and went out, and I knew I was trying to get like all the way wherever I had to. I think that's what happened. I think I went from Cape Coral, and I think I went back to Tarpon Springs. I literally got myself through the whole state manually, dude, like the transporter with like very little to no money to start. You don't get it. You're vastly underestimating me, dude. This is a cakewalk for me. I already got everything, the way I need it. I'm making dough. I'm going to keep making money. Typing little stuff, that's not going to affect anything, man. Y'all are hilarious, man. It's past Halloween, Pumpkin. Let's get real. Yeah, just say the truth. You feel some way because I'm big, tall, good looking, pure muscle, and I look the way you want to look. Right? Like, come on, bro. Don't have me start quoting Tyler Durden here. And most importantly, I'm smart and capable in all the ways you are not. That's what it's about. I'm like Tyler Durden. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, I remember in high school, there was a dude, he'd say that because I used to watch that movie every single night almost because I thought it was so interesting and I understood it. And he would tell me, he's like, when we would, argue about anything, he's like, you want to be Tyler Durden? Like, so what if I do? What's wrong with that? Maybe it's not me being something or I'm not copying anyone. Maybe it's the concept of it. Maybe the depiction is about me. You see how perspective changes everything? He thought he was saying something with that. I mean, that's a hell of a goal to want to be Tyler Durden. I think Tyler Durden is an amazing concept, to be honest. I think anyone, any man, any dude, there is no man, I'm the only real man who ever existed, but any dude, I think you should aspire to be like Tyler Durden. Yes, I'm all about the Tyler Durden lifestyle and philosophy still to this day. Don't care about material, reject the value of material and material possessions. What do you mean? Like, no, we need to evolve and change. Like he said, let the chips fall where they may. That's what I do. That's what y'all don't understand. I never claimed to be in control of everything. I'm not trying to be. Leave that to the weak narcissists who want to pretend that they're in control. None of you are in control. God is in control. You better understand that. And I don't mean a one thing. I mean a everything, buddy. That's the part you'll never comprehend because you want to be in control so bad. That's why God keeps telling me you got to let go of control. That's the only way all this happens. And I'm doing that. God is working on me, brother. God is working on me. Trust and believe that. And that's my thing. I'm not going to compete with illusions anymore. I stopped doing that since Vegas because I was out doing the illusions that the fake rappers were making up. And I'm talking about this is millions of dollars I was out doing. So what do you mean? Like I said, nah, bro. When I was out there, I probably got over, $200,000 again. Y'all is crazy, bro. Y'all have no clue who you're talking to. Like, you really don't. You vastly underestimate me. You don't seem to get the level I'm on. You talk about money. I materialize wealth, bro. I materialize millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. That's what they do. They want to type things that they know don't come close to reality or exist. Bro, 100%, right? I'm going to get all my money. What do you mean? Everyone owes me money, thousands of dollars. I'm guaranteed to get settlements. So what do you mean? You're saying these things because you know there's truth in it. Just like a lot of truth that's said in jest, brother. Get it right. You already know I got millions of dollars coming to me guaranteed because God already told me, brother. Come on, man. Done my thing all over Arizona. I went to all the spring training games. Cal Eldred signed a jersey and gave it to me. I don't know what these folks did with it and don't care at this point. You know what I mean? But, man, I used to have gloves signed by all of them. I think Barry Bonds signed one of my gloves. Like, y'all don't get it. I've lived life. I've been in a lot of cool situations and scenarios, bro. You know what I mean? That Ken Griffey Jr. camp, I'd go out there. My dad would take me out there almost every year for a while. It was a hell of an experience. It was fun. That's what y'all don't get. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not concerned what people want to say. You know what I mean? One of my goals is I want to build a restaurant. I'm a real celebrity. I'm established in the game. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're going to get the so-called women paying more attention to me as we go and evolve in this, especially now that I'm making this, all a straight strength and fitness thing. And that's the direction I'm headed. I'm just going to start flexing, literally. And I'm going to flex, and then I'm going to flex with the money I make that I made flexing. That's all this is muscle. I get paid because of my muscle. I get paid with strength. I took strength and the gifts God gave me, and I turned it into money, brother. Ain't nothing funny about it. Like, real talk, that's what you're supposed to do. Use the gifts God gave you. Don't be mad at the gifts God gave me. I'm the truth, that's why no matter what you do, you can't fade me. If you love me, why you running? Don't look now, I'm right behind you. You can say what you want, I don't mind you. If you love me, why you running? And Cassius Bane all day. Like I said, I'm the CEO. You know what I mean? They already know I've had a full rap career. What are you talking about? Y'all want to keep talking about Eminem? Eminem is a commercialized product. That's it. Like, what? You know what's going on. You like, come on, bro. Y'all can't be serious, man. That ain't Eminem. What are you talking about? We all know what it is. That's what I'm saying. You got a sheep public, man. The sheep public just going to make the game easier. You just going to pay the bosses like me. You just going to get me more paid. So what do you mean? It's like 50 Cent said. He said it straight up. He said, man, I love these. What? Because y'all make the game easier. Feel me? I'm going to get my money. Always. That's what you don't get. I love the way I look. I love myself. I'm a boss. You want to get like me. I say, get like me. Get like me. Yeah, you better learn. They talk about so-called women like I ain't down here like next to Mexico, like we don't know how it is and what it is. Talk about that stuff when I'm in Florida or Georgia or some normal state, you know what I mean? I want to talk about so-called women when I barely meet any or ever talk to any, right? It's the craziest thing I ever heard, bro. You know what I mean? Like, y'all is funny, bro. Like, real talk. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. The thing with me with so-called women is I just don't play no games, especially at this point. Like, I've learned that, like, there can't be no funny business. There can't be no qualms or questions about anything. Like, we just got to get to the point. Like, you either with it or you ain't. You either in or you out. It's that simple. Because I got business and I got stuff to do, and I don't got time for games, period. I mean, I'm talking about even on just a platonic relationship type thing as friends or doing business, conducting business. Like, I don't have time for their games. They waste a lot of time. That's the thing people don't get with me is that I'm not in the business of wasting a time because I'm not a local joker. I don't do my thing just here. I'm trying to get this going across the tri-state. I want to operate this Batman project all over the nation already. I'm looking to expand. And I'm not looking to people to help me expand. I'm looking to God to put it on the hearts of people to help me expand. So I keep on talking and producing and doing my thing and creating, and God is going to, work behind the scenes and put it all together for me. Watch. Just like he's been doing. He's going to have people help me. Like I said, right now I got that $55 phone bill. I want you to pay it 100%. You feel some way? Like, what you mean? And I want that $20 I have to spend a day replaced 100%. I think folks really in their feelings because they know I got the right attitude and they know that I'm going to be something. That's the thing. The folks in Florida and Georgia and North Carolina, they all renters and moochers. They still trying to make it in the game. Folks around the world, I guarantee you, want to be in my position. They want to be a superstar. They want to be a celebrity. That's why these narcissists type that fake stuff, because they trying to basically, like a lullaby. They trying to, get you to let your guard down, and lose confidence and be discouraged because they already know you where all of them and the whole world already want to be. When I was in Florida, all I remember was folks talking about what they're going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to build this. I want to be this. Right. Oh, y'all look at celebrities and want to copy them, but the celebrities sold their soul and they failed and they didn't make it. So if you're looking at an image and a prototype of something that failed, how are you going to succeed? Like, that's why you need me. Right. Give me a minute. That's why you need me to travel across the country and speak publicly to all y'all. So that's the direction I'm leaning, you see. So with this strength and fitness thing and we changing things around a little bit and revamping, this is what I do. Reinvent myself. You better catch up. They say I talk real fast, but if you listen, I don't have to slow down for you to catch up. Boy. Tell me something. How is it everything I go through, every time I survive the impossible, I come back smarter? I was trying to tell my homie this the other day. I was like, I think that stuff that I go through, all this crazy stuff, and everything I've been through physically, I truly believe that that's what activates your superpowers. And he didn't really want to listen. A lot of people don't want to listen to a lot of the thoughts I have, but the thoughts I have make sense if you actually pay attention and think about them. It just takes a different school of thought. That's what folks don't get. But like I said, I'm Batman, and you all are regular civilians. It is what it is. All right, so like I said, I'm going to get going. We'll talk in a minute, right? And I expect my money on the table. That's right, boy. I want that phone bill paid. I'm not joking. 55. I need 55 with 20 on it. That's about $75. I need you to produce it. That's right.
All right, so this is last night. He's asking for money for his phone bill. Let's hope that he does not get this money to pay his phone bill.
If you're working right now, you better work it into your budget. If folks don't get it, I'm going to make it happen. I don't care. I'm going to make it happen one way or another. Like I said, I'm used to muscling it out on the street and making sure I make things happen manually. I'm a win against the competition because there ain't no competition because I already won. See my point? But my point is that's how we came up in the street. I'm going to win. I'm going to get mine. I don't know about y'all. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to stay looking at this as business. You know what I mean? Like the same thing they focused on. They worried about me making money. You understand? What you don't get is I'm going to get to this to the point that every check I make got so many zeros on it that I can't even count it. Real talk. While y'all folks sit around and make up digits. That's what they all do. Rob Rack sit around in that Roach Motel, homeless as it get, talking about, yeah, $20,000. Like, man, it must really feel good to just talk about money that you'll never have, huh? Boy, stop it. 20, 30 bands is nothing to me. Get your game up. And no, I'm not kidding. Get your weight up. Not like real talk. Get your weight up, homie. Like real talk. 30 bands is nothing. It's money, yeah, but it's nothing compared to the scale of what I've made in my pay grade. Like real talk. 30 bands, that's nothing compared to what I made and spent. It's a lot of money. No, I'll give you credit, like if you had it, but it's not like you got it. And like I said, you got everybody paying for everything and giving you free money, and you just throwing all that money away on a Roach Motel room, right? And on everything else now, which is going to be a whole bunch of other, wasted money and expenditures and expenses. Man, you really winning, huh? You winning in the game, brother. You are not winning. You're making a lot of mistakes right now. You didn't learn anything in prison, did you? That much is clear. Hell, you still didn't learn to comb your hair still. It's too easy for me, baby. Like I said, y'all want to front and pretend, and you think, you know what I mean? You think that you want to play these games. You think these are games. You know, you think, you know, that's what they think. They think they want to challenge my authority and challenge me on here. But you know, reality says otherwise, brother. So yeah, like I said, we gonna keep on building, we gonna keep on progressing, let them do what they do, right? And I'm a late bloomer, so all of the, you know, ex-girlfriends are in their feelings. Boo-hoo. Wah. 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 Oh no, someone else is gonna be with him. Wah. I don't have any money and I'm still homeless. Wah. Hell, I sound just like Shelley Wofford. Well, when people ask me, how did your Christmas go? I tell them, well, I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't a Wofford Christmas, so it was pretty good. Remember, guys, have a beautiful day, not a Wofford day. If you don't know what a Wofford day is, I mean, you just got to look. I mean, a Wofford day is having a whole bunch of struggle and crazy stuff happening, and you got to struggle and can't make a dime, and you got to, you know, you create an issue, sympathy, please, and beg for money all day and still don't get by and can't ever progress or come up. Wofford day is just a whole adventure. It's hilarious. So like I said, man, they all look up to me. They all admire me, and they all my fans. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Y'all paying me. Every day you paying me. That's all y'all do. That's all y'all ever done is pay me. Put the money in my hand. 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 My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. When you see that big truck parked, don't say.
Wow. Whoa. That was amazing. We could all say that it's important to put money in our pockets. This is now real Tyree Sneed. My idea that I came up with. Real Tyree Sneed, Songs to Perp 2, Volume 1. I came up with this idea. This is an original idea of mine. Everyone else is copying off of me.
You think I changed just cause I'm a businessman? That don't make no sense, I am the same man. They taking my lines, they copy everything. Call it what you want, but all is my energy. I built this infrastructure, that's just the way it went. I did it with the music all independent. Folks don't wanna participate and wonder why they stop. All that I'm asking for is a couple of bucks. Put money in my pocket, that's all I need. Don't want your advice, don't want your sympathy. Put money in my pocket and go on your way. Don't ask me for favors, cause I am not guy. I don't need all that, I just need money. Don't say you helped unless you gave me money. Money in my pocket go farther than words. The government recorded me with government birds. I already paid everything on my own. Did it independent and I did it alone. $1.82 and some change. All the faces on the bus stay the same. Put money in my pocket, that's all I need. Not advice, not talk, not sympathy. Put money in my pocket, then go the fuck away. You didn't give me enough and you ruined my day. This is Gotham, walking it alone. Let God handle it, I keep moving on. I don't don't need rides, I don't need favors. I need resources, tools, and Christina, my savior. Who's a good kitty purring at my feet? I hope the dogs will start chasing me. Say what you want, I'ma still be me. Homeless Batman, stumble in the street. Put money in my pocket, that's all I need. Not advice, not talk, not sympathy. Put money in my pocket, you don't give me enough. My name is Batman, give me a couple of
Alright. Might do one more. We'll do Walk Where I Want.
Here I am, talk of the night like it understand. Here I am, talking to the night like it understands. I walk where I want, bitch, I do what I want. Whoa, on the line, got nowhere to land. Tyree, Sneed, endless space in the block. Mask half crooked, his mom's house is locked. Clutching to his phone, got a message from God, saving all the evidence in a screenshot. I'm just a human being, a man in a mask. Got we illiterate earth and kick everybody's ass. Old women whisper sickles from the porch. Sneeze, I'm mumbling again out on the golf course. Here I am, talking to the night like it understands. I walk where I want, bitch, I do what I want. Just keep on walking, got nowhere to land. Take your child's bike and break it real fast. Golf cart lights sweeping across the grass. He whispers the feds are investigating me. Unmarked vehicles parked up in the street. He tries to do math, adding up all his equity, repeating forever. Los Angeles is my destiny. I don't even care about money at all, but you're jealous of my millions and my new basketball. Here I am, here I am. If I say it enough, I can make it stand. I am the boss. No, I don't work for them. My purpose in life, one to the same dead end. This is mama neighborhood, but he not welcome. See it in the way the neighbors stare at me. Say I forget nothing, I let nothing go. Say I'm the shark, they guppies, this I know. He always says I've been through hell. Being Batman is hard on my health, but all he does is talk to the air, saying I'm going like Christina, are you there? Here I am, here I am. No one in his life that gives a damn. He say I walk where I want, I do what I want. In my mama's neighborhood is where I
Yeah, dog. Anyway, dog. think that's all he's got going. Let's see if he's got anything queued up. No, he doesn't have anything queued up. Well, maybe he'll be back later. Yeah, Sticky's live though. He's covering Candy. What about Paranoia Oppression? Actually, alright, I'm cutting it off. I gotta go take a shower and shit. Peace.